On today's special Juneteenth episode, we are not passing the George Floyd policing bill. We're not passing the John Lewis voting rights bill. We're not freeing the folks locked up for weed charges. Instead, we're going to give you a national holiday, episode 14.
I respect the energy. I really do. Yeah.
Man, you were trying to throw me onto a tangent.
Well, go ahead, my brother.
Nope.
We'll be here all
Cancel
night.
myself the first
Go
day.
ahead. Go ahead and, show your kufi real proud.
No, I don't.
What Dr. Umar said? You did not need white permission to celebrate.
Oh, boy.
So, episode 14, Juneteenth edition. Yep. Officially the day of. Mm-hmm. Not the holiday.
Thanks to Grandpa Joe. This is not a political podcast, by the way.
No kneeling in
Was that your Obama impression?
Oh.
Y'all ain't gonna tell me not to kneel today.
I should, if I was more confident in my Obama voice, I would do the whole podcast.
As Obama?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like Robert Downey Jr. did the whole commentary on Tropic Thunder as Lincoln Osiris. Yeah.
So Gym Leader Brock here.
Wait. Okay. Hey, everybody. Thank you for joining us on episode 14. Me, my wife, Michelle, Basha, Malia, and Bo. Rest in peace. To the Brotaku Block podcast. That's all I got.
I think I'm calling myself Bo from now on.
I don't want no parts in that. Y'all got it.
Okay, the longest intro ever. Go.
Right. We had to make it special. Gym Leader Brock here with Tiffzilla, aka Dom Toretto's other brother that's not John Cena, coming Fast and Furious 11.
Yes.
A long ass name. We also have Cherry from the podcast Keeping It Creepy with Cherry and Kat.
Hey.
We also have Rye
What's up?
and Ori, aka Nick Cannon.
I did say that, didn't I?
You did say that. And I'm
Back in
like,
the car, yeah.
And now it's regrets.
Nah, it's okay. Like I said, ain't nobody
It's
gonna
okay,
get
they'll
it.
get us views.
yeah.
Brotaku Block had Nick Cannon up there. What wild shit did he say this time?
Never mind, there will. Wait.
I told you. Didn't matter what we were talking about. It's gonna follow back.
Oh,
His
no.
exact words, you're not wrong.
So we're gonna get right into it about anime. So the final Evangelion film, Thrice Upon a Time, did huge numbers. It did 3.4 million in 38 IMAX theaters during its first 7 days. Had the second highest opening week for IMAX in Japan, which is awesome because it's only behind Demon Slayer in that aspect.
I mean, it's about time. Like, this movie been like 13 years in the making, not counting since the original stuff came out. Whatever. But I will say, I just found out that Tada Hikaru did the theme song for it, and that shit slaps. So pull that up on your Spotify. I think it's One Last Kiss.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And something else to note is that this past weekend, the box office was 939.5% more than that of the weekend before in tickets sold, and 960.5% more total yen earned.
That's because they lift them corona restrictions.
They did. Big numbers. Big numbers.
Oh, Japan said we gonna make the Olympics happen one way or another.
I don't know about all that.
Oh, they trying, man.
They're going to try. They're going to try.
I don't blame them, because like, if you knew how hyped they were for it,
Yeah.
and then to like be hyped up as like, oh, they got the pandemic under control so fast, and then that shit like ran like wildfire after the fact. My feelings would be hurt.
They had 2020 Olympics merch in Japan when we were there in 2019.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Like
They were ready.
like months ahead.
Everywhere you went, you saw Naomi Osaka. And it's like, I wish y'all were like this before. Anyway.
Right.
I was listening to Reuters the other morning, and one of the things I found funny about the Olympics is, like, one of the things they do is they give They give the athletes condoms.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
this
Wow.
year, or whenever the Olympics is, Japan said they're going to give them the condoms, but not so they can use them, so they can take them home and teach other people about sex education. I just found that hilarious.
Doesn't that sound like some
What?
real like passive aggressive like
Yeah.
backward,
That's not how it works.
You won't teach your kids, but the athletes will.
They're gonna bring back the rappers.
like they're
Right?
trying to be wholesome, but they get it.
Brock, was that a pun?
Oh.
I'm mad when you make them and you don't even realize you made them.
Yeah, I know.
He skipped right on through that one. Hold on.
Damn, I got my peoples here. They're gonna catch me. So,
See, this is where you go. Speaking of rappers, and
right. I can't because he messed me up.
My bad.
So Demon Slayer. Something to note is that it's coming to, I think, Funimation June 22nd for U.S., Canada. The movie. U.S., Canada, Australia, New Zealand.
so if you haven't seen it or if you want to see it again, pull up your Funimation app and figure out how to use it because it's always
It's
broken.
always different.
Or in other news, if you want to watch something, do it before June 22nd because it's going to go down.
There you go. Oh, snap. Man,
Yeah, that's some
good
crash.
point.
Is it only going to be on there for a couple days?
Hurry up and watch now because everyone's
Yeah.
gonna,
Crash.
Everyone's gonna get
the
on
app
that
App's
is
going
just
to
shit.
crash because everyone and their mom's going to go watch it.
Yeah.
So hurry up and watch Vivian.
Yeah.
Funimation has too much money for that to keep happening.
It's wild.
Right.
It's wild.
They
Like,
need to separate the merch from the stream.
I don't
Yes,
even
like Crunchyroll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but like that's just the website, the apps itself on like other platforms that has nothing to do with the merch and they still suck.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I
But
watch it on my phone and I do it through the Chromecast. So I'll hit play. I got time to go downstairs and get a snack. before it starts playing.
Damn.
That's how bad their app is.
and I love Funimation, but it makes me so mad. Like I'm mad that I figured out the cheat codes to using like currently on the Samsung app, if I'm watching it on the TV, if like they have like the most recent episodes or something, you can't play the most recent episode from that list. You have to pull up the show, like search for it, go to the show, then choose the episode for it to play the right one. Otherwise, it's going to play the previous one or the next one.
Right.
Like
I don't have that problem.
Why do I have to do that?
I'll hit play. It'll play that episode, and then I can't if I want to skip the ending, I can't skip the ending. It'll just take me back to the main menu, and I gotta search anyway. So I might as well search it.
So you're gonna watch this ending?
So y'all figure out. I don't got nothing for you on that one. Like just to figure it out.
The Verve app was so clean. I don't understand why they just didn't use those same resources.
Like they got Sony money now. I don't understand
Yeah.
why they just
Right.
haven't fixed the shit. But whatever. Yeah, hurry up and watch Vivi before it crashes.
Damn, she's a robot too. Anyway. G-Kid licenses Production IG's The Deer King anime film. So if you don't know anything about this, it's a medical fantasy novel series. And the thing that was really important
You
for
said
me.
medical fantasy.
I did. So the thing that's important is that they have some huge names behind this, like character design from the person that does Spirited Away, Your Name, Princess Mononoke, like Tokyo Godfathers, like huge stuff. And like it's coming to the UK. I think it projected to this year. And it's coming to the US in 2022. So just something to look out for. They have a trailer that's out for it as well. Yeah.
I'm curious. How does a medical fantasy work?
We'll find out.
Like, are we gonna have doctors using magic? Is that what that is?
It's about the Deer King, bro.
Oh,
So not only
You know the Deer King.
yeah, you know.
Yeah,
yeah,
the Deer King.
the Deer King.
Yeah, the Deer King. You know the Muffin Man.
Okay.
The Muffin Man. So I picked this because it had to do with Detective Conan first and foremost. And then secondly, I thought it was ridiculously funny. So a man was charged with illegally recording this year's Detective Conan anime film. The Osaka Prefectural Police Department filed charges this past week against a 50-year-old man from Osaka for recording the Detective Conan movie on his phone because he wanted to watch it because they're in COVID protocol like the day after. So he just wanted to watch it while he was sitting at home being, stuck in the house for COVID. Yeah.
So I mean, like my man was like in the theater with recording the movie.
Yeah, on his phone.
Like old school.
Yeah.
Oh.
He was down bad. He was down bad.
When rookies do what professionals do, they don't know what they're doing. All of them get caught and ruin it for everybody.
Right?
But I will say, like, that also goes to the note of like Japan cracking down on like illegal recordings of things. Mm-hmm. So in that same article, it was talking about, recording films in the theater is crime, and uploading stuff on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and other places are copyright violations, and it's a huge thing. So that's also like threw a little caveat in there, like, don't be doing it anyway, regardless if we can't catch you because we don't find you. Mm-hmm. All y'all little people that be trying to like download stuff and trying to watch illegally.
Do you think Japan has the "you wouldn't steal a baby"?
Oh no!
I think Japan would be the one though. Like they would be the ones to do that. Like, the law's the law. They were mad about the Super Cup episode. Like
that's funny.
They are strict about it. Something that I know Prince Petty will like, even though he's not here today. DC Comics Superman gets a gourmet manga in the Kodanasha's evening magazine. So yeah, it's about Superman, and the story will center around daily pastime of the strongest man on Earth, who can hear the growling of stomachs throughout Japan at lunchtime with his superhuman hearing. And it literally has a picture of Superman like a bowl of ramen or rice like flying around. Like
Love it.
Yeah, it's
You know what I love about offshoot stuff like this? It makes you really think about like superheroes and all the annoying things they have to go through. Like somebody has gas and Superman has to hear it when he walks around.
Like, could you imagine like he's in a Daily Planet like board meeting or something, like not board meeting, whatever meeting journalists have, and like what's Jimmy Olsen has like IBS.
He's just like, damn, Jimmy, like he can see it because he got the X-ray vision. He can hear it.
Because at first he's like, wait, what the hell is that noise? And he like X-rays Jimmy's guts, and it's just.
He just slides in the tubs like, hey, bro, like, help me help you.
I never think about that because it's not like he can turn his powers off.
Take care
Right.
of yourself.
Wild.
He has to be like amazing at like
Control.
compartmentalizing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't do it. I'd just be laughing all day.
Imagine Superman with ADD. Not he has to have super focus, but like Superman with ADD. Like,
Nothing would ever get done. No one would be saved.
It would be like a bunch of half saves. Like,
that's a villain origin story. Like he's Superman. Like there's like another Kryptonian came to Earth, but he had ADD, and like where like Clark learned to harness like his powers and focus on the like he's just hearing everything all the time. He's just
Stressed
the fuck.
He comes down to Earth and he realizes, where did I grab this missile from? Why am I holding this?
and then just goes off while he's holding it. Like,
He's an
Holding a
accidental
whole nuke in the
villain.
middle of the city.
He took out a whole city and he's like,
saves a train but takes it over the ocean.
And like, what? Where was
it's just
I
like-
going with this?
Right. Oh,
evil
whatever.
Superman is doing all this crazy shit, and he's just like he can't remember what he was trying to do.
Lois Lane's a psychologist.
It's like, why won't you stop him, Superman? But Superman understands. Like, look, man, he's my cousin.
And if she's still really Lois, she learns to climb on his back instead of letting him hold her because at some point I'm sure
okay.
he's forgotten and dropped her.
Right.
And so she's like, no, I'm gonna hang on for myself while you do whatever's about to
Instead of a cape, he has a knapsack. Like a backpack or something.
full of random items that he's gathered.
Can't get right, can't.
Nothing about this sounds good.
Oh, no.
I'm an investor. We might have been on
Somebody
something.
write this.
It's our $1 billion idea.
Right.
Copyright it.
So that'll be coming out June 22nd for those interested. So speaking of Japan, they're trying to lift their COVID-19 state of emergency in all areas, but Okinawa.
You know why, right?
No,
I
why?
have reasons, but I'm not gonna say them.
I'll say it because Okinawa, we got a base up there.
Yup.
Oh.
I'm like,
Got a whole naval base there.
I mean, it's not the only place with a naval base, but I think that's the biggest one.
Yeah.
So they're just like,
So everybody in Japan,
And it's humid too.
June 20 is your day, except for Okinawa. Y'all suck. So, y'all gotta wait till July 11th or something.
Maybe I wonder if Okinawa was like Japan's Florida.
It might be actually.
I mean, it's in the south, like
Right. Them Okinawans. Always up to do good.
Okinawa man.
Ooh, Okinawa Man. New manga 2022. Okinawa Man.
We gotta put that on the
it's an
t-shirt.
Okinawa gym. Just doing wild shit.
Crossing the street without the crosswalk. Crazy.
Lord.
Man on the edge.
Eating food with your hands.
Wally walks. Oh,
Yeah. Man, it's crazy.
Oh man. All right.
So Netflix confirms that Beastars will be coming out July 15th for Netflix
I
US.
guess.
I mean, it's been a Netflix.
I'm excited
jail.
for it.
It was a
I don't know how-
winter anime.
I still don't know how I feel about the first one.
Shit, I don't.
I
know.
loved it.
I don't know.
I enjoyed it, but
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I'm ready for that hurt today, or this week, or
Ready
this
for
year.
that.
You know what's wild is like I'm so iffy about Beastars, but like Odd Taxi, I love it. But nobody watches Odd Taxi, so keep it moving.
I'm sorry, bro.
Sorry.
Writing that one down
Can't help
now.
you.
Oh yeah, I think you'll love Odd Taxi.
That scares me more than anything.
Anyway, all right.
Because you know what I
In a
love.
purely innocent way.
Okay.
So also Uzumaki horror anime teaser dropped, and we got a delay because of COVID-19. But we
Is that
also
one? You should.
yeah
That's what it is.
yeah
The spirals.
yeah.
Oh,
But it's coming. It says October 2022,
Okay.
all right.
but it's coming.
Yeah. You could always look for the live action.
Yep.
If you really want to just like type
There's a
yourself
live
over.
action.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I actually saw the live action before I even knew who Junji Ito was. I saw the live action movie.
Wow.
In my quest to, I'm going to age myself, and that's okay. In my quest to clear out Blockbuster's entire Asian horror section, I came across Uzumaki.
Okay.
Nice, nice.
So I had seen it before I heard of Junji Ito, and then my first graphic novel by him was Uzumaki, because I was like, oh, spirals, and I put it together. I was like, this is the same thing. It's so good. So if you want to know, find it. It
There
was
you go.
worth the watch. Yeah. I was traumatized for quite some time.
Well, dang, I gotta watch it. Yeah, it's a 4-episode miniseries. It's gonna be on Toonami.
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay.
At like 2 a.m., right?
Right. With production IG, so you know it's gonna be nice. And the person from Hereditary is doing the music apparently.
Wow.
That's just you
This just
know,
gets better.
more spooky, more spooky. So Tokyo's National Arts Center is going to hold a Hideaki Anno exhibit this fall. Some of us know who that person is.
Hideaki Anno.
Yep. Who was that?
That's Evangelion.
You're.
That's crazy ass.
So it's going to be from October 1st to December 19th. And it says the secrets behind the director's creative process will be explored.
Drugs.
Had to be, right?
Like I'm not even. That's not even a joke.
I'm with you.
Like that nigga was tripping them.
Really?
Towards the end.
I was gonna say, have you seen that show? Yeah.
That's why. Like that's why it ended the way it ended, and he had to go back and do Evangelion or End of Evangelion because like everyone was like, "The fuck was that?" Like, he was like, "Look, man, it was all in Shinji's head, and it was conceptual, and they were just like, man, what you smoking?" He's like, "This."
Man, you know me back in
Try to get you on my level. Like I'm on the Engie pack. Shinji pack.
Man, I got that perp, that Pineapple Express,
Yeah.
and that Shinji. That Shinji, yeah, makes you want to get in that robot.
Makes you want to get that butt plug.
Oh, plug suit. Long-time listeners, all two of y'all would get that joke. Anyway,
So something that like surprised me because I had no idea this was a thing. The U.S. Navy hired Wiki Company Fandom to manage their Twitch streams. I had no idea the Navy was twitching.
What are they?
Oh, yeah.
What streaming them? What?
It makes sense when you think about it. Like that's how they got like a whole generation of folks that joined the military was Call of Duty.
Yeah.
And they realized they're joining because they like shooting people in video games. So they started tapping into that.
Yeah.
I got mixed feelings on Navy being on Twitch. So
Oh, my feelings aren't mixed, but we're not.
So they hired Fandom to help manage its tournaments and streams since they had, I guess, like 6 months of inactivity on Twitch. So the Navy told
But they
Vice.
forget about it?
They
Lost
wanted
the password.
they wanted you to forget about it.
they're too busy worried about them expensive boats they're paying for.
So the Navy told Vice that Fandom is doing any tournaments, custom content development, or access to esports influencers was included as added value in their paid media purchase. Any compensation for non-sailor gamers is negotiated between Fandom and those gamers. But so that's what they said about it. But the Navy's presence on Twitch has been controversial because they stopped streaming in September when a sailor made references to a racial slur and the bombing of Nagasaki and Hiroshima during a Among Us game.
Yeah.
Because
Wait, hold up. That sentence just kept getting better and better.
they also drew criticism for banning users asking about U.S. war crimes. So the channel's been really great.
Start unpacking.
That's why they shouldn't be up
where they
there.
were like
Right.
accused of trying to recruit minors too.
Yeah.
Like on that same channel.
Yep.
Yeah.
Probably.
It's too easy. It's the way it's targeted. It's like, you know who's watching this
Look,
stuff.
Right.
Like I was saying this earlier, and like this is not a political podcast, but it never stops being funny to me how people of a certain political party fail to see like what am I trying to say? I'm just saying like the evils, the horrors of the country, and them just thinking like people just aren't going to bring it up.
Right.
So like you, especially on the internet, where you
Right.
can do whatever
Yeah.
the fuck you
Open
want.
source of
Right?
everything.
yeah.
Like there's people
Like history.
Look, so exactly what you thought would happen on the Navy Twitch.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like, since we're here, what about that thing y'all did?
Right.
Since we kiki and chopping it up, what about that bomb y'all dropped?
I've met a lot of those people, and I don't know if they really think about it, but I think they know. They just know if you throw enough money at it, it'll disappear.
Yeah.
At least for a moment.
Yeah.
It's-
They
it's
know.
pretty-
They know. They either don't care or they don't see it as bad. So like with that mindset, they're blind to like these attacks. Like they don't see it coming.
Right.
It's like, come on, you gotta do better.
But yeah. So off of that,
Hey, U.S. Navy, remember that time that y'all installed it?
I guess this time we'll hire a marketing team, right, guys?
do you remember?
It's not going away.
So Netflix in 2020 announced a collaboration with Clamp, and they're going to adapt Grimm's Fairy Tales with Studio Wit.
I'd like to see that.
The actual Grimm's Fairy, like with the actual ending.
Oh man,
Ooh, that sounds
this is gonna
great.
ruin people's
Exactly.
lives.
That sounds wonderful.
Yeah.
They're working with Clamp to do an original anime series based on that. It'll introduce a modern twist to the Grimm's Fairy Tales. So I don't know what the twist is. Hopefully it's a good
I
twist.
can already see like
But it confirms horror and suspense.
Yeah, Grimm's fairy tales
Because-
are terrifying.
yes.
Yeah.
this is this is Motoka Magica vibes because
Hell yeah.
Clamp's known for like their character designs like was it a Card Captor Sakura and stuff like that. It's like real
Yeah.
cutesy.
They do some
But
fucked up
it's
shit.
Monica's real cutesy.
yeah.
Yep.
And then
Like
things
it looks
happen.
cute and then
Ah.
things go awry.
Things go awry. That's right.
That's a very nice way of putting it.
But shout out Studio Wit. They were Attack on Titan studio they're doing Vivi right now and
Yeah.
they're known for beautiful stuff. Beautiful.
So I'm trying to see some beautiful horrendous
It's gonna
stuff.
look good and have a lot of horrible endings.
Yeah.
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 It's Hansel and Gretel I want to see most, quite frankly, because it's going to be so adorable. It's going to be so adorable, and then it's like, boop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I can't wait.
this isn't the story Disney told me when I was a kid.
Oh, you mean
Oh
they
no.
lied?
Right.
Rumpelstiltskin didn't just give the baby back.
No.
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 You thought, friend.
The baby went somewhere that won't back.
Oh, look, what do you do? No, don't.
You don't want to know.
Don't answer that.
It's a long story. So, anyway, on the lighter note, Carol and Tuesdays director,
Odanobu Hori.
yes, directs Super Crooks Netflix anime at Bones. So a lot of these things are like Netflix dropped a bunch of information on their Netflix Geekd Week release information, which is their new like nerd geek platform they're trying to do.
I'm surprised. Well, I don't know. They kind of already knew. They just like really ramped it up this year. But Netflix at some point realized that they put a whole lot of people on anime because they got it wholesale from the jump when they started their instant queue stuff.
Yep.
So there was a whole lot of stuff from before, and they just had it up there because they just needed content, so they just threw it up there. And then coming to find out, they put I'm not gonna say a whole generation, but they put a lot of folks on anime.
They
I'll
did.
say a whole generation.
Not my generation, but a whole generation.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
I mean,
I'll say a whole
it would be
generation. I'll say
your
the people that
generation.
came up underneath us, like our siblings, our younger siblings. That's
Yeah,
what
the
they-
next generation.
They put
Yeah,
all
yeah.
them on.
Good point. Good
Yeah.
point.
Yeah,
Good point. And
because it's stuff that you should already known
yeah,
by the time
like
I hit
it wasn't
Netflix.
new stuff, but it was
Yeah.
stuff that was already like established. So people would be like, "Yo, watch this. It's on Netflix."
Yeah.
And then they did, and then they watched something else, and then I remember we were at some convention and they did it was like trivia or whatever, and every single question that they asked was about an anime that was on Netflix, and I realized that, and I was like,
That was all they had seen. It's
yeah, that's all they'd seen.
like
but
my anime club kids though, like anime club because their parents pay for Netflix because
Right.
Netflix has things their parents want, but their parents aren't going to pay for Funimation or Crunchyroll.
Yeah.
Even though Crunchyroll is only like $7 a month, their parents aren't going to spend
'Cause they don't get the value
They
for
don't
it.
understand it, right? So
Yeah.
these kids can watch anything that's on Netflix, and then they come to me to get things that they don't have access to because I have all the passwords.
gotcha. So, all right. I see you. What was your name, Nick Cannon? Yeah, good job.
So speaking of Nick Cannon, I know he's a Beck fan, and
Oh, you got this one.
I am a Beck fan.
so you know, Hori also did that as well, and he's doing this Crooks anime. Dai Sato is overseeing the series script, and you know he's known for Cowboy Bebop, Ghost in the Shell, Eureka 7.
And I'm sold just like that.
Animation is the person that did Carol and Tuesday, Blood Blockade Battlefront, or yeah, it's got big names: Studio Bones, My Hero, Bungo Stray Dogs. So we'll see. It's based on a Marvel comic.
It's based on a Marvel comic.
Yeah,
Oh,
so a lot of solid
you're giving
story,
me
big production names,
some high expectations there.
Yeah.
high.
by
Hi.
Mark Millar.
Yeah.
And what did I say that name? Lionel Francis Yu. All right.
So we'll see. It's got. I definitely am looking forward to it because it's about villains and it's got a lot of good names behind it. So
Yeah.
Wait,
you might have already heard about it.
I think I have.
Yeah.
By accident.
So, fun fact for the people that are going to see the My Hero Academia World Heroes Mission film, the theater goers are going to get a manga volume as a bonus for seeing it in theaters.
Cool.
I'm pretty sure it's only in Japan because we're not special, but you know,
Exactly.
it's got like special art from like the artists for the show, for the manga and everything. So, if anyone's in Japan and they see it, you're gonna get some manga for it.
All right.
Jujutsu Kaisen Zero, the prequel. I'm pretty sure it's the prequel.
I would hope
Yeah,
that's,
it's
I
a
hope that's
prequel.
what that means.
The film teases December 24th opening.
I messed up and said before that we were getting a show and a film. It's just a film.
So it's just a film.
Yeah.
And the last episode of this season 1 will end. Oh, ended already, March 26th. I forgot. So I had 24 episodes. So Peacock, and there's a long list of shows that Peacock got on their anime queue. But I bring it up because Peacock is now the additional program streaming site to have anime on it.
Yeah, they
Really?
they added
Yeah.
Okay.
It had a long list.
they added Retro Crush, or they have a deal with Retro Crush. I don't know if they have a deal with them or if they're also owned by. I don't know,
Mhm.
but they got a whole bunch of Retro Crush anime up there, which is good because not a whole lot of people used Retro Crush, and if they did, it's just the website.
Yeah.
They didn't have any apps like Funimation. Anyway, go watch some Fushigi Yugi on Peacock.
Yeah, go get your Peacock. Go get
Still
your
won't pay
Peacock.
for it.
I pay for it because it billed me on accident.
It's free though. They at least have a free like plan, right? Where
No.
they don't anymore.
No, I
No.
don't think they do. I
It's
think
like $4 to pay for Peacock.
It was free at some point just to get
to
you in.
get you in, yeah.
The first month is free.
If you want to still watch The Office, you gotta pay
yeah.
Yeah.
Just
know,
to get you to join.
because
No-
people don't buy DVDs anymore.
No
except
true
for me.
pain.
Except for you. Yeah.
You gonna pay
Alright.
for this shit. So something I thought was really hella crazy and I didn't expect it to happen. Shueisha trademarks clothing patterns for 3 Demon Slayer characters.
Sweet.
So now when you see them little ads on the internet, they can get sued.
Yep.
Fun fact.
I know I got
But
a
it-
couple of those saved myself.
It's not the main characters though. It's like
It's
some of the
not.
Harashima.
It's Giyu, the
Shinobu.
Shinobu. I was trying to think of the character, the like butterfly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Kyojiro, which is Rengoku.
Yeah.
So is that like a continuation of them attacking like Etsy artists and things, or are they just on some other shit right now?
I wouldn't call it a continuation of an attack, but yeah, they're protecting their IP.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that like a lot of companies are making money off of especially the Giyu one. That was the first
Yeah,
one
the
I saw.
Giyu
Yeah.
one's got like hoodies
Like,
and
I wanted that one so bad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I saw merch for him before I finished the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, that like double pattern jink is out there
I'm
everywhere.
gonna say, I don't even get why he's not even that interesting of a character. I don't
All right,
care.
calm down. So
Nah, I'm right
deep
there with
calm, it hits.
fighting
Deep
games.
calm,
He's just a
be
dark,
something.
mysterious character,
Right.
and y'all just I don't know
All
some,
right, would you get hit with that deep calm? We won't be talking.
some emo kids.
you. What are you gonna do? Make it rain on me? I'm not afraid of water.
Okay,
Those were
you'll be real calm when you're in the grave. But they could not get the licensing for Tanjiro, Nezuko, and Zenitsu, which are the 3 big ones. But it wasn't one of those things where they can't get it. They just got denied this time around. They're going to try again.
Yeah.
So it could just be a matter of time at this
I
point.
wonder why they got denied.
So order your hoodie while you can.
Right. It could be
the
because so many people have them already created and they can't protect it. But
Right.
to be determined because it's Japan. So I don't know.
True.
Not just already created, but like there's like licensed
Yeah.
stuff with them too, like a lot. So
Yeah. So
they probably can have to navigate that.
legal battle too.
Yeah.
I wonder when they like put it out, when they produced it, I was wondering if they ever thought they would have like they would be this popular. Like
They had to in a way because the manga was popular before it came
yeah,
out.
I meant like just the clothing line.
Oh, the
though.
clothing, yeah.
Like
Maybe
I
not.
expected people to get the the figurines and all of that, but just like the designs on the outfits
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
things like that. Like, because I think some of them is some of the like the coolest just regular wear
Yeah.
for things you can use is comes out of that show. Unlike all of the other shonen that has like all these intricate character designs. Usually the actual outfits are really plain instead of the characters being more plain and the outfits like yeah. So I thought that was pretty. I wouldn't have thought they've been so quick to do it or this would have never even happened or that like they wouldn't have had to worry about like copywriting it.
Yeah.
So
I agree. It definitely wasn't expected.
yeah, at least not at the pace that it's happening.
Yeah, I agree. So Castlevania got a spin-off series. It just ended a month ago, a couple weeks ago when it dropped on Netflix, featuring Richter, Belmont, and Maria Renard.
I have thoughts on that, but I'm gonna hold my reservations. 'cause-
Now, what's your thoughts? It will be set in France during the French Revolution in 1792.
Yeah, I sort of figured because that's like Richter's game right there. But like, oh no, I feel like they're moving towards like Symphony of the Night, and that's what they're really trying to do. But they know they can't just jump into that because everybody would be like, "What's going on here?"
What's something in the night?
It's the Alucard's game.
Okay.
It's like as far as I know, it's like the most popular one because it's like the best Metroidvania that they made out of those. In my opinion, anyway, it's like the best.
Okay. That makes sense why they would want to go that direction.
So I'm thinking they're trying to move toward. Don't get me wrong, Richter's game is like really good, but it's one of those games you can't be bad at or you just die.
Damn.
Like, you'll get
So we're not gonna see all the failed tries in this game in this anime. We're just gonna see how perfect run.
Nah, I think Richter's gonna get his ass whooped. But
He's not prepared.
Like, I mean, canonically, he wins and then loses right after. So,
Okay.
Okay. All right.
but me and you were talking about it the other day, and you were saying it's an alternate one. But I was just, unless they just moved.
I was
Trevor
joking.
all-
That's how
I was about to say,
they
let's
justify
just-
anything that's a little different. Oh, it's an alternate
If they
universe.
just moved Trevor like
True.
up 300 years, maybe. But otherwise, it's got to be like 300 years forward. Because Trevor's from like long before Richter.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll look forward to that and see what they do with it. Yeah.
It's gonna be hype regardless. So.
Yeah. Everybody loves Castlevania, so that makes sense. I haven't finished season 2, so I'm like behind the curve. I know I'm behind the curve. Netflix launches an online shop for Yasuke and Eden merch.
Go ahead and shut it down.
Go ahead and shut it down.
Shut it down.
Why?
Who's it for?
Who wants that? Yeah.
There's some niggas that's
People
doing
like
Yasuo
that
stuff.
show. People like that
I don't
show.
know about Eden. Like it was all right, but I don't know people like it was good enough that people like anyone's gonna love it enough to buy stuff for it. But there's people who are down with Yasuke. They must not like watch a lot of anime, or they just really, really, really want to support, and that's fine. Good for them.
Yeah.
But you know,
I don't though.
you know what? I would buy a T-shirt with the werebear on it, and it
With
says,
the werebear on?
and
Okay.
it says werebears.
Oh,
Like I would wear it.
God. All right.
See,
You're not going to
That's
get that.
just a setup for Cartoon Network.
I'm-
to sue you, though.
So to note, the designers are Natalie Nguyen, Christopher Kites, and Jordan Bentley from Hypeland,
Of course.
of course.
Man.
So not surprised to see Jordan Bentley's name attached
he
to this
younger than us?
project. Yes.
Oh.
Collective sigh.
Collective sigh.
Only because we wish we were Jordan in a way, and you know we love to see Jordan being successful. Love to work with you, so we'll see.
Yeah. Shout out Hipland.
Yeah. Hypeland. Anyway, all
That's
right.
that side carrying over.
We happy for the man. We happy for the man. Isekai Museum, because we need that. Featuring ReZero,
What?
Overlord, Konosuba, Saga of Tanya the Evil, free online exhibit.
It was bound to happen. Like Isekai is so popular that this shit happens. Whatever. Like this, we're about to get into the summer anime, and of the 40 shows, what I said, like 18
Yeah.
are Isekai.
Yeah.
That's more than a third. That's almost half. Like, just say half. It's half of them are Isekai.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Out of the ones we looked at earlier, only 2 of them looked remotely interesting. So
Yeah. So, yay. It says over 2,000 pieces of artwork will be featured, and I just mentioned the shows that they're going to capture. It's going to be from
Isekai Quartet.
yes, actually,
exactly what I was
exactly the
thinking.
shows
Isekai
basically.
Quartet.
I
Damn.
mean that's
like that
4
show,
shows in one. So
And for every new season, we're gonna get a new one, like a new set.
Shout out to Sky Quartet because I like that show.
It's a good
That
show.
show's pretty good.
I mean, I love Konosuba.
I do too. I don't like counting it as a Isekai. It is, but I don't like counting it
Why
because
not?
it just wants to do something completely different. Hey, I know we're supposed to have a superpowered main character, but
Look,
let's
all
make
for-
everyone trash.
I'm all for deconstructions and like genre flips and all that because that's how you keep it fresh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm with
yeah.
it.
I have my thoughts on ReZero and Overlord. I'm gonna leave that alone. But
As you should. So they'll be from July 17th to September 26th. Not going to disrespect ReZero. So
Actually, I'd like to see the crossover of people who like Isekai Quartet but hate Teen Titans Go.
thank you.
I would like to see like that intersection of people because like we gotta talk.
it's me. Like, I don't know why you're doing it. It's
We
me.
gotta talk.
We could have many words.
I'll lose
I am
respect
not
for
going to
you.
like. I think it's cute.
I love Teen Titans.
Like that's what that's what it is.
I think it's cute. It's not for me.
But you like Isekai and whatever.
I do like Isekai Quartet.
I'll jump on your
Well, you know
bandwagon,
what the
bro.
difference? You know what?
I like the one episode a year they do where it has like a cool rap song or a cool musical thing they do, and that's cool.
Is the issue that you just hold the OG Teen Titans to such a high standard? That
I don't
you're
even
mad that they
know-
did that?
Not really. It's just like I don't think it's as funny because it's not directed for me per se.
But it is.
Is it? Because I don't know what their core audience is. It's not me.
I
I
think
don't think their core audience was us either.
It goes in the
I
same
think-
category as Animaniacs. It's
That's what it
it's
is.
for little kids.
I don't love Animaniacs
but the
either.
Jokes, the jokes are for adults.
Like remember the episode where Cyborg was beating his meat? Like,
And he uses those
I
exact
know what
words.
you're
He
talking about.
literally says
yeah, he does
like
that.
he's beating his meat while he punches a bowl of ground beef. But the point is,
it's,
Okay.
the
It's
visuals are for the
Animaniacs.
children.
Okay.
But the
Yeah.
verbal
It's trying to be like
jokes are for
Adventure
us.
Time, basically.
See, I
That's
kind
a whole
of
other beast.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
no.
that was before that.
like to me
No,
it
but
was a
Animaniac, that's the
Well,
perfect-
Animaniacs, yeah.
Animaniacs, the visuals for the kids,
Yeah.
but the verbal jokes were for the parents stuck
Okay.
watching the
right.
show.
To me, it was
with
a
their child.
toned down Mad TV, like from like
Okay.
where they did like the cartoons, but the Mad TV was definitely not for like kids.
Right.
But they just kind of moved that same thing over, and I wasn't like I thought some of the episodes, like the when Raven and Cyborg switched, were awesome. But like I just felt like the highs and lows of the show was too different at times. Like I couldn't just sit through the whole show.
I don't disagree. It's definitely hit or miss.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's keep it moving.
All right.
I have faith that you can blow through these next few ones with precision and haste.
Well, I don't like some of these, so that's fine. Netflix also announced an anime called Exception. What's important about that is that it is also going to be a horror anime. Space horror anime. And the character designs are by Final Fantasy's Yoshitaka Amano. So, looking forward to that. Maybe Bright, which I don't know why y'all like that stuff, has an anime coming out.
Look, if the dude who wrote it wasn't a creeper, and if Will Smith didn't make the Black Lives Matter joke, that would have been decent. I mean, it was decent. It would have been good.
I don't like that movie.
I think it tried too hard.
It kind of did. It was weird. Like the urban fantasy thing is it's a lot
Yeah.
because like you can't like there are two things that don't match, and you're making it match. So I get it, but it
And
was
then they really tried with that colorism thing.
That's what I'm saying. I think it tried way too hard. Like, if they had went for what they were going
that's
for,
what happens when a white dude writes a movie about racism.
if they took
But
that
like
concept
You
and
said it,
just
not me.
didn't put it in the earth, it would have been like way better than it was.
I think so too. I think it had potential because like the concept was good. The first like 30, 40 minutes was solid.
Yeah, and then it kind of
And then it took a hard left. And I was like, what is this?
yeah.
Like,
This
I
is not the
get
Harry
it,
Potter I
but-
thought I was watching.
Yeah, I get it, but like maybe you toned it down. Like there's a reason everything else works, and it's because they don't throw it in your face. Like,
Right.
It was on the nose, but I was willing to forgive a lot except that fucking Fairy Lives Matter joke. Like, why you let them let you say that?
Because it's Will and money talks.
Yep.
Or whatever.
It's Will, not Chris Tucker, man.
Ooh.
I don't think Chris Tucker would have said that. So.
Anyway, somehow they give them the money and they have a samurai anime.
Don't matter today. Sorry.
They have a Samurai Soul anime coming out. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about it. So
So Netflix got a whole bunch of shit coming out
basically,
that may or may not be anime.
Basically, damn, yep. So Rurouni Kenshin, the final film, part 1, is coming outside of Japan June 18th
Something from Rurouni
on
Kenshin
Netflix.
Dropped on
Well, you said
Netflix
part
already.
1.
because it's 2 films.
So this is the third Rurouni Kenshin live action, but it's 2 films.
Yeah, there's a stuff before that. Yeah,
Okay, all right,
yeah,
gotcha. All right,
correct. So yes, this is part 1 of 2 of the final,
all right.
and it's around the Jinchu arc.
They're doing the split the third book into 2 movies.
I
thing.
hate that so
All right.
much.
Me too.
Yes. So I know everyone's favorite is Zack Snyder. And
Who's everyone? What are their names? Their names ain't Tiffzilla, aka Dom Toretto's brother.
Where are they? So he indicated interest in making an anime movie. He considered making a DBZ animated series if everything was right, their circumstances. So we might get a DBZ Snyder.
I hate all of y'all.
Say
I
that.
don't even say it. I hate you. I hate the internet. I hate everybody that was like, release the fucking Snyder cut because y'all gave this nigga too much power.
No, but for real, like, why is he trying to do a DBZ?
I'm just saying, we wanted the Snyder cut though. We didn't want this other shit.
Why is he trying to do DBZ though? Like, we don't.
Look what y'all did.
But the Snyder cut won't bad.
You unleashed this evil. Okay, but the Snyder cut was not bad. No. But was it worth all of this?
I got some good laughs.
You gave that man such a big head. Y'all blew so much steam up his ass, and now he's just flying around by the seat of his pants. Just, I'm gonna do anime now.
No, the fuck you not. Stay in your lane.
I'm doing anime of an already established anime that's already been
I'm
done.
gonna do a zombie movie where the zombies
a decade.
fuck.
What's going on? What is going on?
You know what? Just let it happen. Just no. I want all of it to happen, so all of y'all can live with this. Carry that weight.
I don't want that to happen at all. Because like he's gonna do it, and somebody's gonna be like, "I can do it better," and somebody's gonna give him money to try and do it better, and it's gonna be worse.
Man.
Well, speaking of somebody giving him money,
Anime evolution. Here we go.
You said one word, but not the other. What was that second part?
Let me back up. I'll retreat.
So speaking of giving Zack Snyder money, Twilight of the Gods is an anime based on Norse and mythology of the gods that Netflix is producing with Zack Snyder.
See,
Okay.
his foot's already in the door,
Foot's in the door. He's already making anime.
and you know Netflix don't give a shit. They'll throw money at anything. They might cancel it after the first season, but they'll throw
Right.
money at it. It'll get made.
So what do we know about this so far?
Know about what?
This Twilight of the Gods.
Nothing.
Nothing.
And I don't want to know
Oh,
nothing.
God, okay.
They just announced it.
It sounds like
I'm just gonna play God of War and move on.
They're gonna stick him with the.
There you go.
What's that studio? What's the Castlevania studio? They'll just let him
Per Powerhouse,
do
I
a
think, or
thing.
something like that.
Yeah, it's not really anime, but it's anime like. And
Him and Powerline gonna figure it out.
I
they
mean, it's
got-
visually pleasing.
yeah, yeah. I mean,
at
it's still.
least.
I'm not saying don't watch it, but they'll probably just stick with that, and call it anime like they did in all the other Powerhouse shows.
Okay.
So
All right. So, the Lord of the Rings, the War of
I forgot about this shit.
How do you say this? Rohirrim?
It don't matter. There's a WB is making a Lord of the Rings anime, but it's not anime.
Yep.
And it just goes back to the like they're just calling everything anime now to capitalize. And
it's the Battle of Helm's
but
Deep.
nobody asked for this.
We did. Lord of the Rings fans. Because you have to have Lord of the Rings something every year.
We went a smooth like 10 years without anything Lord of the Rings.
They release books and
We'll
things.
be all right.
They just did a focus group, and they were like, "All right, so the people who like Lord of the Rings like this, and they also like that, so we can make all of this over here." And it's
You're
what we
probably
got.
not wrong.
What probably happened is that Dota got that animated series, and they're like, hold up. Y'all making Dota stuff? Shoot.
Game of Thrones happened.
Let's go ahead and slide through real
Because I
quick.
heard the Amazon Lord of the Rings show is going to be rated R.
Nice.
And that's 100% Game of Thrones.
You're going to see some elf on human nonsense.
No.
That's what that is. Yeah.
Well, this just escalated.
J.R.R. Tolkien is rolling in his grave.
Rolling in his Roman Catholic grave.
You think
What
they
did he originally write Lord of the Rings about? Like, isn't it an allegory for something else?
war? Like
War.
He was in World War One, and that's when he started writing it.
All those groups represent specific groups of people.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he's rolling. Yeah.
So we going
I don't know if he ever stopped rolling, so he's been rolling for a long time.
we gonna see orc on elf
I
nonsense.
feel like he was doing all
Uncut.
right until about 2011 or whenever The Hobbit came
The
out.
Hobbit, yeah.
And then he was just like, okay.
Hobbit and elf nonsense.
Mind you, I'm not anti
Controversial.
Hobbit. I was mad that I was like, why y'all stretching The Hobbit into 3 movies? But I was fine with them. Like,
I mean, when you got like 90 pages of just walking,
Yeah.
you can do what you want.
Just
I
walking.
mean, I get it.
And just scene shots.
yeah.
I actually never finished reading Lord of the Rings because I got to page 50 and they hadn't left the fucking Shire. But I love the movies, so whatever.
Yeah.
He said the Shire ain't that good.
I
Like,
don't need the anime though. Whatever. I'm gonna watch it.
I'm gonna watch it too. He's talking all that trash. Like I'm gonna watch it too. So I'm gonna watch the Battle of Helm's Deep in anime.
I'm gonna watch it.
I'm trying to see them orc blood and stuff.
They better have grade A animation.
Yeah. So Netflix also gave us the first looks of the Cuphead show that they're doing, an animated series based on the indie game with Wayne Brady as King Dice.
I didn't play the game. Is that a good casting?
I didn't play the game either, at least long enough to remember it.
So
Did any of
I
us-
did play the game. And
So is Wayne Brady a good pick for King Dice?
I don't know who King Dice is. I'm not
Isn't
a fan.
King Dice
Hold
the
on.
main villain?
Thought you played the game.
All right, so if you guys haven't played Cuphead, which you
It's
have,
a lot of random villains.
Yeah.
no, it's a lot of getting your ass whooped.
Oh, you played the game. You just didn't beat the
I
game.
say beat the game.
Oh, okay. The game beat you. Got you.
No, I remember them saying it was hard as hell.
Yeah.
It's a whole lot of getting your
It's
ass
a lot of
whooped.
death. It's a lot of death. That's why I said I didn't play the game because I didn't get far.
All right, well, I didn't play the game.
I didn't. Yeah. I ain't own it and I didn't get far. So until I own it, I can't tell you nothing. So
Is Wayne Brady going to have to King Dice a bitch?
I just want to know if they're keeping the people who made the game when they do their animation or whatever, or if they're going to try to push it off to somebody else and we get a half-assed attempt at what the game was.
I'll have to roll a dice on that one.
I don't want to.
All right, summer anime.
Speaking of rolling dice,
Right along.
okay, we're going to do the thing we did last time where we just read through the shows and comment on it. So,
Oh, I guess I'll go first.
are you going to go? You got,
I mean, the first one's Slime, right?
I totally lost my list. So,
Yeah, I got it.
I'll catch
So, Studio 8-bit, but we all know what this is. It's that time I got reincarnated as a slime, season 2, part 2. I guess I won't reiterate what happened at the end of part 1, just in case no one's seen it yet. We did a review on that in an earlier episode, but yeah, shit's going down. There's a new villain in town ish. There's some demons involved that are now added to the squad. So
Did he ever free that dragon? That's all I want to know.
kind of.
Okay.
All right. Well, next up we got Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid S, the long-awaited sequel to Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. More of the same stuff, I'm assuming. Slice of life comedy where is she a salary woman? I guess I don't know. She got a job, right? She comes home. There's some dragons living in her
Right.
house, and
Who she's not interested in at all, but are absolutely in love with her.
oh yeah, they love her.
Yeah.
Maybe literally.
Well, I think the reason it took so long is because this is a Kyoto Animation, the studio that
Caught fire?
Yep.
it didn't just catch fire. That nigga burned it down.
Oh.
He said that they stole.
We on
They
fire.
stole his work. They didn't pay him or something. So he set the shit on fire, and 36 people died.
Up in here.
That's
It's burning hot.
I'm right there with them. Like, if you
We on
just get on the shit
fire.
and not paying you, what
No,
you
no,
gonna
no.
do?
But we were talking about the last episode. Like, set the boss on fire.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, don't kill me.
Right. I didn't do it.
That's like when you drive in the car and you mad at the person driving, but not the other people in the car did nothing.
Right.
What Kevin Hart said, "Kill your half." Of the
Right. Kill your half in the car.
All right, who got next one? I got next one. My Life as a Villainous, All Routes Lead to Doom, Season 2. I didn't watch it. Any of y'all watch it? Nope.
That's
I heard great things. My friend loves the series. The main character is absolutely clueless, but not in a way that most harem anime are. Having a female protagonist also is really helpful because it doesn't get super weird. Yeah. She's super excited about this one and the last one, honestly. So I might check into
According
it.
to Mal, it's the third most
Wow.
popular on the list. So.
All right. Oh, is this off of popularity?
Yeah, that's how.
Nice. Okay. Respect.
Just according to Mal, though.
Yeah. I mean, it's official though.
Yeah.
Sponsor us.
Right?
I guess I'll take the next one. The Honor Student at Magic High School. So it's a spinoff of the Irregular at Magic High School and the Honor Student at Magic High School. Following the events of the original series is seen through the eyes of Miyoki Shiba. It's Tatsuya's sister. The life of an honor student comes with a lot of expectations and unexpected hidden feelings.
All right, so I didn't watch this one because wasn't there some sort of like it didn't happen, but it was kind of implied that there was some sort of like romantic relationship between the brother and sister.
That's like the running joke.
It's the joke,
it's the
yeah.
joke. Okay,
It's the
so it
running
doesn't
joke,
happen,
for
but
sure.
it's the running
No.
joke.
Yeah, they like the two
Outsiders
of them,
looking in.
The
So
two
is-
of them intentionally fuck with everybody.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like, That's
Okay,
Thursday.
that's not better, but that's better.
Way better.
Way better.
Way better. Yeah.
All right. So does this follow the sister or is it another character?
The sister is what you said.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So I definitely watch it. I didn't watch the honor student, so I need to watch that first, then watch this one.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just following her. It might be the first season and the second season from that perspective.
Okay. So maybe we'll skip it.
Take a look.
Oh, I just lost it. But
How a realist hero rebuilt the kingdom.
right, how real when Kazuya Soma is unexpectedly transported to another world, he knows the people expect a hero. But Sama's idea of heroism is more practical than most. He wants to rebuild the flagging economy in the new land he's found himself in. Betrothed to the princess and abruptly planted on the throne, this realist hero must gather talented people to help him get the country back on its feet, not through war or adventure, but with administrative reform. Now, I am a political science major, so this is kind of my gate on crack. So like I'm super interested to see like where this goes and how he does it, because I want to see how ridiculous, or how, I don't know, maybe it's because I kind of miss what's that anime the one I was just joking about earlier, that it's similar, like it's this guy trying to be LaLouche.
Yeah.
I kind of want to see how much power they give him from the beginning, and how much manipulation and how like realistic they get with how he handles these situations.
I don't know. Looking at the trailer, he looked like a cinnamon roll. Like,
Yeah,
I think they're gonna make him just a really smart cinnamon roll. Like, I don't know.
But this is one, like we said, there's a whole bunch of isekai this season, but this
Yeah.
is one of them that's like a different twist on it.
Yeah, no, I think it's really, really cool in how it's like an isekai, but it's more focused on, like you said, administrative. Like this is like the stuff that you don't care about when you think about isekai. Is like, I want to have power and destroy people. I want to kill people. I want to have all the money. It's like, no, it's not about that stuff. It's about really building up the foundation of my kingdom to like solidify it.
right. They wanted to play one of those kingdom building games instead
Right.
of
Like, this is
being thrown
Tycoon.
into, like, yeah,
This is Roller Coaster Tycoon anime.
Exactly.
That's funny.
That is funny. Okay. The detective is already dead. Kimizuka Kimihiko is a crisis magnet. From getting caught up in a crime scene to accidentally witnessing a drug deal, trouble seems to find him around every corner. So it is no surprise when his rather mundane flight suddenly enters a state of emergency with a dire need of a detective on board. Unfortunately, his attempt at avoiding trouble is foiled by a beautiful girl with silver hair who goes by the code name Siesta. Declaring herself a detective, she unceremoniously drags Kimizuka into the case as her assistant. That incident spelled the beginning of an adventure around the globe that went beyond his wildest imagination. Putting their lives on the line, the two took down criminal organizations, prevented disasters, and saved thousands. But the curtain closed to their epic journey with Siesta's untimely death 3 years later. Resolving to live an ordinary high school life, this time, Kimizuka spends a year maintaining a low profile. However, as fate would have it, a girl with an uncanny resemblance to Siesta comes crashing into his life, threatening to throw his peaceful days into disarray.
This one was pretty good.
I don't know if I'm going to watch the show, but I'm probably going to cosplay Siesta because I liked her outfit.
Okay.
I thought her character design was cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will definitely watch this.
I'm drawn.
Yeah. Mystery detective is the shit.
That's my bag.
As long as they don't give it away or make it stupidly impossible, I'll watch it.
Yeah.
I like girls that are good with weapons, so
Okay.
I probably will watch the show, but I'm definitely
But
going
for a different reason.
Yes. For a different reason.
Even if the plot turns out to be bad, it's so beautiful. I might just like throw it in the background.
That's why you watched Konosuba, right?
Yes, because I thought that Aqua's outfit was cute, and I was like, I'm gonna watch this show, and so I did.
It's also a good show.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah. It's funny. You have the next one or?
There is no description of this.
Oh, I'm standing
If
on.
it's a second season,
I'm
it's not
standing
a
on
description.
1 Million Lives season 2. Did anybody watch the first one?
I have no clue what that is.
All right, moving on.
Okay.
All right, let's go on the next one. Kanijo Mo Kanijo. In the description, after harboring an unrequited love for years, that poor child, Naoya Mukai finally gets to date his childhood friend Saki Saki. However, just as he tries to commit himself to this relationship, He receives an abrupt confession from Nagisa Minase. At first, Naoya tries to reject her, but is soon overcome by feelings of not wanting to hurt Nagisa. Actually, we need to do this whole thing? Or?
Look, this just sounds
I was about to
messy.
say, like, we already got the whole show just based off that.
So basically, he gets a girlfriend, and then another girl is like, I want to be a girlfriend too. So he
Right.
gets the first girlfriend to agree to let him two-time the other girl.
Pretty much.
Messy.
That's what it
This
sounds
don't
like.
this sound like the show from last
Please
season?
don't do it.
The
But that was different
Oh,
because
this
the other
is-
girl
oh,
he
no.
wasn't trying to date.
oh, true.
Naturally, Saki rebuffs his idea, but through Nahoya's and Nagisa's persistence, she reluctantly submits. Nah, I'm not doing this.
I'm gonna watch it to be messy.
That is messy.
Like it sounds like trash
How you gonna
reality.
bully a
show.
girl into being a throuple? That's just
Right.
rude.
I've watched.
This is a
Domestic
slice of life,
Girlfriend,
too.
And then they're gonna
this
play it as
could
a comedy?
be this
Domestic
this-
Girlfriend.
This can't be worse than Domestic Girlfriend, but if it is, I will mostly applaud out of how far they're willing to take the craziness between this. Because holy crap.
It's
Have
not
you
my
seen
thing, but I've
that?
never seen a polyamorous.
Ooh, I'm scared. I'm kind of scared, man.
They go pretty far over like over the simplest things. They go pretty far. So I don't.
Ooh.
All right.
Make sure you get consent, kids. All right.
That's the lesson.
That's it.
yeah.
We'll see this trash fire. Let's see how it turns
Right.
out.
It could be. Nah, I'm leaving. I don't.
No.
I don't want to defend
It says
it.
it says slice of life and comedy
And
first
whose
before
life is
romance, and I'm like,
romance, right?
Yeah.
so I'm like, whose life is like that? Because it is some manipulative ass shit.
I know
I know.
I mean, I feel like we
quite
could
a
name a
few
couple people who,
that would be like, this is a normal thing.
Nah,
But like,
you and them
no.
can all stay in y'all's little bubble. Y'all
you
live,
don't put
right?
me there.
But like,
man. I'm
the
just
show
a
we
messenger.
thought was the dumpster fire ended up being like a really big deal and like really sweet how they handled
Yeah.
it last thing. But
True.
I'm not.
The salaryman that actually didn't confront the teenager that dropped out of high school.
Yeah. So
Got you.
I'm not. But I'm not defending this one. So I'm
Yeah, we're not gonna die on that.
just the
hill.
way they word it of how she reluctantly agrees.
Yeah.
makes
I don't
it
like
seem-
that.
Yeah. All right, keep it moving.
So Higurashi When They Cry, season 2.
Well, this is the.
Well,
Season
no.
2 to the new 2020
yes.
Yeah.
Higurashi. Yeah.
So I guess like there's Higurashi and that had 3 seasons, and then they made a new Higurashi story, also called the same. But that's
It's
Higurashi.
just all just Higurashi when they cry, and then you get a hyphen and some other
Yeah,
Japanese
okay.
word.
So
Yeah.
Higurashi When They Cry, Gao.
Right.
That's the new story.
Yeah.
And then this is the second season to the new story. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it. I love Higurashi.
Gonna have to watch it because I have no clue what's going on. I've seen the first 20 episodes twice, and I still don't.
I mean,
know what's
that's
going
but
on.
that's Higurashi though. That's just how that works. You can just continue and be like, I have no idea what I just looked at, but there was a lot of blood. That's about how that goes. You know?
Okay.
All right, I got the next one.
Yeah.
Idaten Deities in the Peaceful Generation. Studio Mappa. Action Adventure Fantasy Seinen. It has been 800 years since the battle gods Idaten, who boast overwhelming speed and strength, contained the demons who led the world to ruin after a fierce battle. That battle is now just an old tale in a distant myth, while the peaceful generation of the gods who have never fought since they were born are out of peace. So they're like the millennials. Are out of peace. Someone has revived the demons from a long sleep. Bring armed forces, wisdom, politics, conspiracy, whatever you can use. No rule and no limit 3-way battle royale is about to begin.
I'm here for it.
The trailer looked fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's Mappa. We like Mappa. And just the art style and color palette, like all of that is right up my alley. So I'm here.
Yeah, I think the story is definitely something I'm looking forward to.
It's like they took the painting design from No Game No Life and then threw it into some kind
Yeah.
of battle royale show. So I'm here for it.
I love when the art style
Nice.
is like different. Only thing weird was like I didn't see it on a lot of people's like what I'm watching lists, which could just mean it's going to be the sleeper because I'm confident this is going to be kind of cool.
Could be
Kinda
the sleeper.
cool, very cool.
Yeah.
All right. Who got
I got you. Remake Our Life. Ashibi Kiyo. Man, I can't read today. I really need like more caffeine, but I got
Japanese name?
Japanese, man.
Look, I grew up in the South. Don't judge me. There's a 28-year-old game developer with his company going bankrupt and him losing his job. He returns to his hometown Looking at the successive creators of his age, he finds himself regretting his life decisions as he lay distressed on his bed. As Kyokia wakes up, he discovers that he's traveled 10 years back to the time before he entered college. Will he be able to finally make things right? I don't think he will. I don't think he will. I think he's just gonna go through and accept that life is life, and he's gonna move on that way. That's what I think is gonna happen.
And just close the curtain before it opens.
Right?
So, have y'all seen shows of that genre before?
Yeah.
Like real life. That's all that is. Is like, hey, you gotta accept it is what it is and go move forward. Like you can't just sit here and dawdle. Like I'm pretty sure it's the same thing here.
But maybe I don't want to.
And that's the first half of the season.
That's how these things work.
I'll do this one. Jahi-sama won't be discouraged. Comedy supernatural shonen. Once respected as the demon realm's second greatest authority, the Demon King's aide, Jahi, ruled her subjects with fear, but when a magical girl attacks and destroys a mystic gem containing massive power, the demon realm is destroyed. Although she survives, Jahi has lost almost all of her powers and finds herself stranded in the human world with a childlike appearance. In order to gather more mystic gems so that she can permanently restore both her original form and the demon realm, Jahi will have to adjust her new life and deal with everyday problems that she has never experienced before. From working to pay for living expenses to arguing with her landlord whenever her rent is late, the great Jahi will not be discouraged.
That sounds super
Like,
cute.
Devil is a part-timer.
Yeah,
That's what I was thinking.
She don't wanna be there.
She don't want to be there.
Oh no.
This devil's a part-timer with little girls,
Right.
Yeah.
So
which
hey,
is fine.
if that's the expectation, I'm here for it. I mean,
love
Silver
Devil as a
Link.
part-timer.
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah.
And after all these years, we're finally getting a sequel coming.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought I told you. Yeah.
More
man.
Yeah, I
problems
probably
on the points?
did.
We probably did.
Yeah.
So yeah,
But why they had to make her a little girl?
Yeah.
And she's got to act like she's grown.
You know the answer to that question.
Anime.
You know the answer to that
Anime.
because
question.
anime.
Oh.
Anime.
I got it. All right, the case study of Vanitas, Studio Bones, historical, supernatural, and shonen. And it's Studio Bones, so I already know I'm gonna watch it.
Right.
There once lived a vampire known as Vanitas, hated by his own kind for being born under a blue full moon, as most arise on the night of a crimson one. Afraid and alone, he created the Book of Vanitas, a cursed grimoire that would one day take his vengeance on all vampires. This is how the story goes, at least. Vanitas no Carte follows Noe, a young man traveling abroad, an airship in the 19th century Paris with one goal in mind, to find the Book of Vanitas. A sudden vampire attack leads him to meet an enigmatic Vanitas, a doctor who specializes in vampire, and much to Noe's surprise, a completely ordinary human. The mysterious doctor has inherited both the name and the infamous text from the Vanitas of legend, using the grimoire to heal his patients, but behind his kind demeanor lies something a bit more sinister. I'm definitely watching this, not just because it's Bones, but if like just the trailer alone looked beautiful. The story looks like it's a completely different like style of like not just like straightforward fighting, but like intrigue and things like that. So
Also, it got a black guy. I mean, he's not like black. He's like anime black, so he got silver here. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we take it.
And he a vampire.
and yeah.
Is he a vampire?
We'll find out.
I like the premise for it though.
It looks pretty, so I'll watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely looks like it has the most money out of everything.
looks great.
Yes. Facts. I will say the name Vanitas reminds me too much of carnitas, and I don't like that. But that's just a personal thing. Exactly. This is a personal thing.
You gonna pull
You
out
wanna
your
eat 'em?
vampires and eat somebody?
I mean, he eating. like,
Allegedly.
allegedly. The next one is Aquatope of White Sand. PA works a slice of life. Kurkuru Misakino, an 18-year-old high school girl working in an aquarium, meets Fuka Miyazawa, a former idol who lost her place in Tokyo and escaped. Fuka will spend her days in the aquarium with her own thoughts in mind. However, the crisis of closing is approaching the aquarium as the girls explored their dreams and reality. loneliness and friends, bonds and conflicts.
They share a bond.
Sure, bro.
It looks cute.
It's super cute.
I'm gonna watch it.
I like the animation a
It
lot.
looks like that. Like
It's like my laid back camp of the year.
I don't know if it's gonna be like as light
that show
as
is
that.
pure wholesomeness. Like
It's a slice of life too. That's what I'm saying.
I feel
I mean,
like
this is
there's
like-
actually conflict in the show though.
I think this one is
It's a slice of life,
it's gonna
though.
be more. It's slice of life, but I feel like it's gonna be
Is that conflict?
like emotions and drama.
Yeah,
Not drama.
Yeah.
No.
You don't,
you mean like surviving the wilderness conflict?
I'm mixing this up with
you
with
don't
something
get
else.
that in Gear Camp though.
The
Alright.
no, I'm with him. Wait, I don't know who I'm with. Who says that
which
it's not gonna
You're
be
with
conflict?
you're with
He
Ori.
says he's not going to be laid back campy.
I mean, it'll have its moments where
I don't
it's
know. Like
nice and pretty, but
the trailer made it seem like there's some drama, but like
Right.
how much drama is gonna go down at an aquarium with teenagers working there?
It's a formal idol that escaped. Would you escape from?
Right. Why did she just?
We don't know the conflict of the idol.
I don't think it's gonna be that big of a deal. Like what's the one? Barakam, and the dude who left, like he was like a professional like calligraphy artist or something. And he went to
Yeah.
some island.
that show's actually
and,
pretty good though.
and I love that one. But like the premise made it seem like that was going to be like a huge deal. Then it wasn't. Like I mean, there was like 2 episodes dedicated to him. Like the whole time he's thinking about like going back, or he feels bad for leaving, and then he goes back, but then he comes back to the kids, and it's like
you won't leave no kids.
he wasn't. But mostly it was just him hanging out with them kids on the island. And that after saying that out loud, it sounds kind of sketch.
It sounds really horrible.
And I quote, "He won't leave in them kids."
It sounds really horrible. All right, you gotta understand. He hated them kids at the first.
He hated-
He
yeah.
wanted them kids
Okay.
home.
Okay.
But they were just like, we choose you, Mr. Adult. Because I think his house or something, the house he was staying in was like their like
It was their
hangout.
clubhouse.
Yeah, their clubhouse. So they just kept
Okay.
coming around even though he started living.
Oh no. Well, either way, it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a good one to watch for sure.
I'll take a look at it. PA hasn't let me know before.
Yeah.
I'll get the next one. Spirit Chronicles, action adventure, harem fantasy, I guess romance.
They got that Spirit Chronic.
TMS Entertainment. Amakawa Haruto is a young man who died before reuniting with his childhood friend who disappeared 5 years ago. Rio is a boy living in the slums who wants revenge for his mother, who was murdered in front of him, of course, when he was 5 years old. Earth and Another World. 2 people with completely different backgrounds and values. For some reason, the memories and personality of Haruto, who should have died, is resurrected in Ryo's body. Another isekai, but with a twist. As the 2 are confused over their memories and personalities fusing together, Ryo decides to live in this new world. Along with Haruto's memories, Ryo awakens an unknown special power, and it seems that if he uses it well, he can live a better life. But before that, Ryo encounters a kidnapping that turns out to be of a princess of the Bertram Kingdom that he lives in. After saving the princess, Ryo is given a scholarship at the Royal Academy, a school for the rich and powerful. Being a poor orphan in a school of nobles turns out to be an extremely detestable place to be. It's a lot.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
So is it
Good
like
grief.
a man schizophrenic, or does he just like own somebody else's memories now?
I'm not really
Good
sure.
question.
Possessed.
Like if there's 2
Good
people
question.
in one body, or if he just remembers other stuff.
Like so like he's the mental of the body, so he remembers
so the guy
host's
from
memories.
the real world
right.
Yeah.
is now the guy in the fantasy world,
Right.
but he's in the body of somebody who was already there, and he remembers his memories.
So he's possessing homeboy.
Basically, yeah. Because they don't say whether or not they died.
But I think
Right.
he like takes over. But I could be wrong. I don't know.
minus that aspect, it sounds like kind of like Mashiko Tensei, in a way.
Kinda. Except
Kinda.
that he was fresh.
Yeah.
He was fresh.
Yeah. And he wasn't poor.
Yeah, but he remembered his old life.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's interesting. I'm down to see if there's a split thing going on.
you gonna watch it?
I'll watch it if he's
I
not
might.
all powerful.
I'll check it out, but I don't
It
understand.
says harem though, so I might not.
I don't understand from the summary. I don't understand what the plot is.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know what they're
Man
doing.
shows up, saves a princess, and gets invited.
It's like
So
It's like they tell you the summary is, hey, this is an Isekai.
just
and then
like
leaves.
just like how we're confused, it says it's an action adventure harem romance fantasy.
so many,
It don't
and
know
that
what it
didn't
is
help.
either.
It gives you the basis, but it doesn't tell you the conflict.
Right.
Right. The show said, "Nigga, I don't know what I am either."
You don't need to know. You'll watch it.
See, that's what makes
watch
me
it
think he
anyway.
might be one of the overpowered people because, like, it sounds like the conflict is you're in this place with these people who don't like you.
True.
But
You're gonna have two
better-
different color eyes.
Yeah, but you're better than them. So
Right. I figured that solely. Shame on you. I figured that, but only because like they just like, oh, this guy just came here and then saved the princess, and now he's in this rich school. Well,
Right.
How did he save a princess? Like, that's a good point to tell me, like, if the story was about him saving a princess, but it's not.
Right.
Apparently.
It's about him being bullied and then having to fight the bullies.
Okay, well, I'm here for watching bullies get beat up.
like I said,
So
I feel like from the jump he's already gonna be better than everybody. So I don't know. I'll just have to see.
Who's up the next one?
What is the next one?
the game.
Tsukimichi Moonlit Fantasy.
All right.
Will it be lit?
The fantasy centers around Makoto Misumi, an ordinary high school boy summoned to an alternate world as a brave warrior. Unfortunately, the goddess of the world said with disdain, "Your face is so out of pocket. Your face is ugly."
Boy, you ugly. You your daddy's son.
Stripped him of his title and banished him to the outermost
face label like
fringes
a
of the
love?
wilderness. Yeah, you gotta pull up the god's door at that point.
I got words.
While wandering the wilderness, Makoto encounters dragons, spiders, orcs, dwarves, and all sorts of other non-human species. Due to differences in the environment from his home world, Makoto now exhibits extraordinary... This is just slime. This is just slime. I'm sorry, this is just slime. But yeah, he now exhibits extraordinary powers in magic and combat. Thus, he survives in the world while dealing with the various encounters. The curtain rises on an alternate world social reform fantasy of a boy forsaken by gods and humans. So we looking at slime with ugly boy? Like, that's what I'm getting out of this.
Yeah. I will say, I'm probably not going to watch it, but the fact that the goddess of the world said your face is ugly, mad disrespectful.
After summoning him, he's
Right.
summoned, and then she's like, "Oh my bad."
I don't know for
Right.
sure.
Not you though.
But the way that trailer looked, it looked like the goddess was Miss Piggy.
right.
Oh,
You're not Kirby.
You're not crazy. There you go.
she about to Kermit.
Yeah.
all right. Okay, so next one is Skyrim. Cheat pharmacist slow life making a drugstore in another world. By studio EMT Squared. It's comedy and fantasy. One day, a corporate slave, Reggie, I'm pretty sure it's Reggie.
I like Reggie.
Got that Reggie pack.
I like Reggie though.
All right, we're calling him Reggie for
They
the
are
rest
pharmacists.
of
They be
this.
smoking that Reggie.
I think it's Ragey.
Reggie. All right, I'll split the difference. I'm not so culturally what's the word? Suddenly got transported into another world. He made the best of his skills to make better potions, which earned him lots of money, and with that money made a drugstore. And still Skyrim.
Got enough my trap house.
An elf who has trouble aiming with his bow. Give him some eye drops. A dragon who always let breaths out fire unintentionally. Don't worry, we have cough medicine for you. Reggie, new, fun, slow life as a pharmacist in a village drugstore starts now.
Yeah. That's Skyrim.
It's Skyrim. He doesn't want to finish the main mission. That's
He's comfortable in his shop.
he never left Whiterun.
He's
I
just-
promise.
All he's doing is potion stacking and making his stuff.
Another isekai with a twist.
Making the living and content.
Magi Record, Puella Magi, Modica Magica Gaiden Season 2. Even though Modica Magica is like in my top 5, I did not watch Gaiden. Eventually I will. Any of y'all watched it?
You can just wait for that second season. And if they're doing a third, you can wait for that third season. Because I'm pretty sure the second season is not going to be life changing either.
It's like an alternate version, right?
Yeah,
It's not a sequel, it's an alternate version.
Yeah, that's what I'm told. I don't know. I didn't actually finish.
No,
the
this
game.
isn't this
This is a game.
the
if I'm not
game second
mistaken.
season?
Well,
Yeah.
the anime based off the game.
Yeah, the anime based off.
Oh,
the
don't
game.
worry about that. Don't worry about that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if they make a third, you can even wait for that. Otherwise, like,
So you watched the first season?
yeah, it ends on a cliffhanger, which is
Yeah.
why I'm like, you can just
Quick question: will it hurt me like the first one would hurt me?
No,
it's
nowhere
completely
near.
cutesy,
Okay,
wholesome,
then-
and-
I feel
Oh,
like
I
they
don't
can
want
only
that.
get away with that one time.
then I'll
Unless
do
something
it for
drastic
you.
happens in the second season, like it's not
like,
gonna.
The first season is like everything you think a Magic Girl show should be.
I do like the cameo though.
Yeah, I mean, it was nice.
Yeah.
The Duke of Death and His Maid, Studio JC staff, comedy drama, romance. Cursed by a witch as a child, a young duke gained the unwanted power to kill every living thing he touches. Forced to move away from his family and into a large mansion deep in the woods, the duke is treated as if he does not exist and is continually shunned by his peers. However, he is not entirely alone. Rob and Alice, his butler and maid, are always by his side. Alice loves to tease him, and as their relationship grows, the duke makes it his goal to break free from his deadly curse. Of course, he's going to need some help, and who better to do this than the various inhabitants of the supernatural?
I think this is the same folks as High Score Girl, and I might check it out because of that.
JC staff, yeah.
It's a pass
Also,
for me.
the same
Yeah.
character design and stuff, or similar character
Oh, you
design.
know what it is? Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the one with the girl with the leg, right?
Why did you? Yeah,
The girl with the leg.
because that's the way you
That's
remember
what
it.
you remember? Was her
Yes,
pulling up
the
her-
whole trailer. She pulling up her like
Yeah, it was
pantyhose.
the girl with the leg, though, yeah.
Yeah,
She's like, "Yo, boy, like you see him
Right.
thick as hell."
right. You see what I'm on right now?
In context,
Yeah.
now that I kind of get the context, it's funny because
Yeah,
it's like,
'cause-
hey, you can't touch
Yeah,
this.
you can't touch that.
Yeah, literally.
Damn, she MC Hammer.
Why you teasing this boy that like if he touches you, you'll die?
She Mariah Carey.
And so she's just torturing
Why are
him.
you
not
so
something
obsessed
you
with
should-
me? Everybody knows.
I might check this out. I'll probably watch it with a friend.
If it goes way of High School Girl, it'll be on Netflix.
Yeah, I was
and
gonna
if it's
say,
on
if it hits
Netflix,
net.
I'll probably watch
Mm.
it.
If y'all say it's worth watching, I'll watch it. Until then, it's not on my list.
Oh shucks,
I will let you know.
I got the next one. Peach Boy Riverside, Asahi Productions, Shonen Fantasy. I don't know if I'm saying this right, but Saltine Klondike or Sari is a bright,
Butchered.
cheerful princess who wants to go on an adventure because she is bored of her tiny little castle in the countryside. One day, a horde of vicious demons known as Oni come knocking on her doorstep, threatening the lives of everyone in the kingdom. Thankfully, they are saved by a lone traveler named Kibitsu Mikoto, who slays these monsters with the mysterious Peach Eye. Shocked by the dangers of the outside world, Sari decides to set off on a journey of her own. Yeah, that's how that works. Little did she know that she would set in motion a chain of events that will come to determine the fate of this magical world. Okay, so
That sounds like Yu Yu Hakusho.
there's some hype behind it. Obviously not as much as I thought because it's so far down the list.
Yeah, I was surprised to see it this far
But-
down.
Like there's like the folks who were on board with it, they shout out Fridge Coon, sorry about that. They swear by it because I think it's a manga already or something like that. So I'm excited for it because it seems to have a cult following already.
I think it looks really good from the trailer too.
The
So
trailer did look really
yeah,
good.
so this might be one of those. This might really be one of those sleepers if it's this far down on people's interest list. So
That's the
even though it already has existing
yeah
quote unquote fan base.
yeah.
So Asahi Productions though, I know the thing. They get drinks while they produce stuff.
Drunk animating
Right.
extra dry.
That sounds like a lit studio. Let me go.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we joking, but like, my draw about to be real lit.
I got you. The next one is The Dungeon of Black Company. It's a fantasy comedy by Silverlink. Kinji, who lacks any kind of work ethic, is a lie about in his modern life. What is a lie about?
A lie about he's
He's
lazy.
lazy.
Oh, he's
He's
just
a
lazy.
bum.
Okay, so he's a lazy ass. I got you.
Yeah.
One day he finds himself transported to another world, but not in a grand fantasy of a hero welcomed with open arms. He's immediately shoved into a terrible job. Now enslaved by an evil mining company in a fantasy world, Kinji is about to really learn the meaning of hard work. I'm gonna watch this.
You know, the
Somebody-
trailer didn't give it justice to me.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Somebody wanted to torture a NEET in their life, and this is how this got written.
This the one that got the lizard dude in it.
Yeah.
That made us
Yeah.
miss Dorohedoro.
I know
Yeah.
the lizard dude was his master or whatever. His chief.
I couldn't tell what the lizard dude was. I just saw
Right.
lizard dude. My brain went Doro he Doro.
Yeah.
I need my second season.
I just
please.
found rediscovered the soundtrack. I forgot how hard it went.
So
I forgot
good.
it had a different ending every 2 episodes.
Yeah.
And like all of them were bops.
Yeah. It was.
Might have to check
Now I'm
it
gonna have to
out.
go watch it again. I got other things I need to watch. Nope, skip to the top of the list.
That's how that works. So, Love Live, Superstar, music, slice of life, Sunrise, more of the same.
More of the same. More of the same.
I'm not
Same
a Love
shit
Live
you already
fan,
saw, just
but you know,
movie.
more.
I don't know
more
if
of
I
the
just
franchise.
discovered it or if I just forgot, but that Sunrise did this, and Sunrise does Gundam
Yeah.
and other mech anime, but also idol shows. All right,
Yeah. Love Live's also a mech anime.
diversify.
Diversify.
I'll do the next one too. Remain, sports anime Mappa. The story centers on Minato Kiyomizu, a boy who quit playing water polo after an incident during the winter of his third year of junior high school. After entering high school, he makes a promise and decides to try water polo again and join the school's team with his friends. However, the new team will run into problems along the way. Very basic and to the point.
So is this a sports anime or is
So-
it
It's
like
sports, but I think
sports?
I want to say it's kind of in the vein of Free.
Okay.
I don't know if it's straight up. I don't think it's straight up fan service, but it's definitely like dudes in the water. doing
Okay.
things.
So next.
Yeah.
I got Sunny Boy because I'm excited for it.
Sunny Boy.
Sunny Boy, sci-fi superpower, Madhouse. The only isekai that I'm excited for. Empty classrooms, boring days. It was supposed to be a normal summer vacation just like any other. Suddenly, the school begins to drift through another dimension, and 36 boys and girls are left there, awakening to their supernatural abilities. Amidst the whirlpool of questions that come to mind one after another, survival in a supernatural world begins. So instead of just one dude going to a new world, it's everybody. It's a whole class.
I wonder because they're going to die.
That I think
The
36?
I don't know, it's
You-
36.
you- it immediately gave me Ari Ferretta's like vibes when I read it that time, and
It made me think of Battle Royale, even though it didn't say that they had to kill each other.
I don't even, if it isn't a battle royale, I imagine they'll kill like all but 8.
yeah,
just
like
run
people are
with it.
going to
I
like
feel like somebody's gonna
Die.
die. Just the way that girl was running in the trailer, like she was running for her life. She was getting it.
Right.
You don't run like,
And this is
you just don't run like that just to run.
it doesn't say win, it says survive. Like
Yeah.
they know someone's getting
Yeah.
the
Survive.
work in this one,
And
and
it's-
it's gonna hit us like it's gonna like probably like the first like episode or maybe this first or second episode is gonna seem like, oh, this is normal, and then bam, they're gonna just like start offing people.
Yep.
Oh shit! What happened to Hibiki? Nah.
The darkness.
EBK got clapped. That's what happened.
This is also one of those ones that the animation is different too.
I like that. I'm
Yeah.
a fan of like sometimes ugly animation or character designs, but as long as it's different. Like I'm the only person I've ever seen absolutely love ping pong the animation. That's the ugliest shit like
Yeah.
in existence. But this one's not that ugly. It's not really ugly. It's toned down. Yeah.
Fun fact. Guess how many ounces in a brick?
How many ounces is in a brick?
Yeah.
4.
36.
36.
Next one.
Shame on you.
All right. All right.
Get out of my house.
I knew you were going there.
Rye has left the chat.
All right. Mother of the Goddesses Dormitory. Is that the right one? Yeah. Studio Asread. I don't know. Harem comedy romance ecchi. Nagumi Koushi is a 12-year-old boy who was abandoned by his father after their house caught on fire, leaving him to roam the streets penniless. And one day, a girl named Minerva, who finds him lying on the sidewalk, takes him to a women's college dormitory, one known for housing troublesome residents, and asks him to be their dormitory mother. Surrounded by older women forced to deal with their idiosyncrasies, Koushi starts his new, somewhat ecchi life.
Look,
How does this far down?
because it's sketch.
People
It's
ain't with
the-
the bullshit. is
it's
what it
very-
is.
It's the
People ain't with the bullshit.
There's a bunch of people who's not clicking up.
You're being funny.
I mean, 50-50. I was just like, I would have thought people would have liked that.
Look,
Not that I like it.
You like it, right?
look. I dabble in titty anime every once in a while.
Dabble.
This
No,
one
man,
is a
you got-
12-year-old boy
Right.
Right.
with college women.
Even in a world where it's like the other way around and like he's getting, that's still bad.
But they would click that one though.
Oh,
If it was the other way around, they would click it. You know,
all right.
they would click it.
I wouldn't.
You know they would though. They would. That shit would be up there.
Yeah, they're weird.
Yeah.
Y'all weird.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Been on the
need.
internet too long.
I will probably watch it. My ex will probably convince me to watch it with her. I'm gonna take shots because I'm gonna need to be drunk to even attempt this vocation because it's gonna be work.
A number you can call in those situations.
No, there isn't. Just more
911.
Do you need an adult?
More shots. I am an adult.
Are you now?
No, someone save me.
Scarlet Nexus, action fantasy, also Studio Sunrise. Solar calendar year 2020, grotesque organisms called Others have begun eating people. To take down this new enemy, the Other Suppression Force is formed. Saved by this elite team as a child, psychokinetic Yuito withstands the training to enlist. On the other hand, prodigy Kasane was scouted for her abilities, but Kasane's dreams tell her strange things, dragging the two into an avoidable fate.
It sounds kind of like a mix of what's the Netflix anime with the girl that was snatched out of her own body? I'm trying to think of the name of it.
The girl who snatched out her own body.
Yeah, it's like she was part of an experiment. And they tried to swap her brain with the clone body, but it caused this shit to just fuck up entirely. I can't think of the name of it.
Is that Red Data Girl?
I don't think it's Red Data.
Netflix?
Yeah, it's on Netflix. Like Netflix has it. I can't think of the name.
Is
off
it
the
a
top of my
Netflix
head.
anime or is it just on Netflix?
Pretty sure it's a Netflix anime.
And they cloned her?
Yeah, so they were doing an experiment to clone the girl, right? And they cloned the girl, and then they're like, all right, we're gonna swap your brain with your clone's body. And when they did that, the experiment went haywire and it caused a disaster, and that's the whole show. But it sounds like a mix of that and like, I don't know, any like shonen fighting game or any shonen things where like you got some shit that just went wrong, and then you like, oh yeah, we did this thing wrong, so we made this clandestine force that was low key ready from the start. To deal with it. That's what it sounds like.
Aiko Incarnation.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ico. It sounds like a mix of Ico.
I watched that
and
and I didn't, like, I must have thrown it out.
yeah. It's not that great. It's not that great.
Okay.
But yeah, it sounds like a mix of Ico and like any other show where the government does something fucked up, so now they gotta fix it.
Gotcha.
I thought they were
Okay.
trying to go for a darker fire force, but I see what you're saying.
Well, you know, as long as the others aren't a different color, and you know,
Yeah.
Actually, Ico and Seraphim is what it sounds like. It sounds like a mix of Ico and Seraphim.
Oh yeah. Oh.
who got next?
I got it. Uramichi Onisan, slice of life comedy by Studio Blank. 31-year-old Omota. Gosh, sorry. 31-year-old Omota Uramichi is the gymnastics coach in the children's educational TV program Together with Mama. He might be sweet on the outside, but all boys and girls are inevitably scared off whenever they get a glimpse of the adult darkness that's the result of Uramichi's sensei's emotional instability. This is a tragic eulogy to all the boys and girls who are now adults.
Why does the bottom three though?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Why is it so low?
This the sleeper. I'm
Also,
calling
like,
this my sleeper.
A eulogy? Dang.
That shit looks like it's supposed to be funny as hell.
It
Right.
does.
I can't wait to see him be happy in sunshines and rainbows, and then they cut the camera off. And he's like, "All right, listen here."
It's like catching Mickey with the head off, smoking a cigarette around.
Yeah,
the
it's
corner.
like the South Park episode of Mickey
Yeah, like
where he's talking to the Jonas Brothers.
it sounds hilarious.
Nighthead 2041 is sci-fi, mystery, psychological, and supernatural, and by Steel Shirogumi. The story follows the Kirihara brothers, who from a young age were incarcerated in a secure scientific facility due to their supernatural powers, having escaped after the barrier that was preventing them malfunctions. The story also follows the Kuroki brothers, who are trying to chase the Kirihara brothers.
Don't this sound like
Terror.
Yes.
Oh, okay, yeah, I can see
Like
that.
what?
Terror
Terror
Resonance.
Renaissance.
Oh, Y'all know about Terror in Resonance?
Yeah.
Man, I love, bro. No one ever talks about it. That's like anytime
So
like
good.
people are like, man, I want more like anime like Death Note or whatever. I was like, I got you, I got you.
Birdman hand rub.
Where it's like real life chess,
Yeah.
bro. Terror in Resonance, and like that's a it's fucking Watanabe too. Like people sleep so hard on that. Oh, proud of you.
I hope it was.
I paid $85 for that damn DVD.
Damn.
Wow.
And like I knew I was messing up when I was buying it because there's only 11 episodes, and I was like, but the lady, like, we had this whole conversation. That's how she got me. We had this whole conversation. We're all nice, and she was
He's
like,
a
"So
marshmallow.
this the one you want?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "All right, how much is it?" And she's like, "All right, $85." Okay. Then I was just holding it, watching it, and like I walked back over to her. I was like, let's pay $85 for this. And she was like, she got you.
He's a marshmallow.
Got him.
You don't tell people that, they're going to try to rip me.
Sam got you. All you gotta do is call. He'll show up.
I'll show up.
There you go. So, battle in 5 seconds after meeting. What a title. Action, superpower, supernatural. Studio Synergy SP, Vega Entertainment. Akira Yanagi. Wow, I said it too fast.
Yanagi.
Yes.
Akira Shido Yanagi.
Yes, I said it fast, so I messed up a syllable. Shiro Yanagi. Shiro Yanagi. Sorry. Man, I'm trying
Japanese
to
name.
No.
Yeah, Akira Japanese name.
So, a high schooler who loves games and compito, Japanese sweets, has suddenly been dragged into a battlefield by a mysterious girl who calls herself Mion. Participants are told that they are erased from the family register involved in an experiment and gain certain powers. That is an interesting sentence. Akira is determined to win the game with his newfound powers and destroy the organization. Armed with a power no one expects and his brain skills, a new period of intelligence battle begins.
It sounds like Alice in Borderland. But
I'm
with
just,
superpowers.
I'm going to the store. I'm getting a bunch of food. I'm staying at home till this thing is over. I don't want
My big brain game is staying home and not getting caught.
I'm gonna let everyone else fight. Y'all have fun.
I bet you there's some kind of rule that says you can't. Like, I bet you
Right.
it's like you have to go to the park today.
Like
Like you
that-
get to the park and there's like 5 people you could fight
Right,
there.
like that one anime with the phone. I don't remember.
Oh, yeah.
Future Diary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where it's like
Show up
that
here.
you're going to get found.
Yeah.
Right.
There's no way around it. Someone's going to tip you off.
But yeah, it sounds like Alice in Borderland, but with superpowers and fighting. Is what it sounds like to me.
Yeah, the superhuman thing kind of threw it off for me. I was just like, you added that too? All right.
Well, maybe they needed a new twist, so someone would have bought it.
So you gonna fight them with the sweets? Is he gonna
Wonder-
have a video game power?
I wonder how many more Gantz stories we're going to get. Because I'm watching.
I think that's the theme though. Like,
World Ends With You.
yeah.
It's the same. Alice in Borderland, same.
yeah.
Just keep moving, I guess.
Until Gantz get topped. That's what's going to
We
happen.
ain't topping
Until
Gantz.
Gantz get topped, they're going to keep getting.
Nobody will go as far as Gantz to
You're right.
get
That's
to
the
get
problem.
there. Yeah. The top Gantz, you got to be Gantz level. You got to do the
you gotta,
same
you gotta step
stuff.
off the edge.
I did enjoy Alice in Borderland, though.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty good.
They High Dive got the ovas, the anime ovas. They made an anime.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go to High Dive for anime. fights.
Look. We shat on High Dive, shat on High Dive, and then we realized High Dive got some bangers, and it's a decent platform, and the app ain't
Their app works?
Funimation. Yeah, like I was like, hold up,
Damn.
like we might need to stop shitting on High
Right.
Dive. Because
They got their stuff in order.
They don't
Oh,
get
no,
like a
why?
lot of new stuff, but like they'll wait and like let everyone else, scramble over the new things.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, all right, this thing is an amazing one. We'll license it for a couple of years and we'll get this one. And now they have like a badass catalog of just older stuff that you might not have seen yet.
If they can make me a Facebook ad that isn't targeted at perverts,
Oh, you
I'll
mean
join
the
I'll join.
you're
them.
talking about the anime that shall not be named?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
If they can make me an ad that's not
know
targeted
what?
at perverts,
You're
I'll
right.
watch it.
We can still shit on High Dive.
There you go.
Until they're not all about we have the uncensored version. Like, no, stop.
Damn. And that was the summer 2021 list, or at least the majority of it.
I think I was like 30, 20, 28 of them at least.
Yeah. So
that's enough to make y'all have an idea of what's coming.
a lot of Isekai.
Yeah.
So gaming, E3 happened. A lot of things were announced coming up. Before I go down the list, because there's a lot, does anything stand out to you guys that you're excited for?
Holy shit.
Not personally excited, but I'm excited that it happened.
I am,
What?
but it was just an announcement. So there was like nothing. They gave us nothing, and the whole trailer was just them
Go
being
ahead.
facetious.
Go ahead. What are you speaking on?
I like I'm trying to remember the name of the game. It's by the people. It's not by Bethesda, but it's by the people who I think made New Vegas. They're coming out with a
Starfield?
sequel.
No sequel?
Yeah. Okay.
Outer Worlds?
Thank you.
Yeah.
They're coming out
Worlds
with
2.
Outer Worlds 2. They just announced it. Now they didn't say if it's just on Xbox yet or not. But I love the first game.
Why would it be exclusive?
Because everyone hates each other right now. Like the first game wasn't on Xbox.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And then Xbox bought them.
So Xbox. Well, if it's on Xbox, it's on Windows. So I'm not
Yeah,
worried.
that's why I'm not sweating that too much.
I'm not
but
worried.
I'm interested to see on what they do new with the series, or if they're just going to end up being just like their dad Bethesda and just keep making the same thing over
I
and
just
over
want
again.
them to make it so that you can't beat it in 14 minutes.
Ooh.
I don't know if I want them to change that.
Ooh.
Like having that many different ways to play the game, I think is paramount to that.
I feel like 14
genre.
minute victory shouldn't be one of them.
I think they got it down to 9, by the way.
It's even worse. Like, it's even worse. The game is supposed to take you like what? It's supposed to be a 20-hour game, isn't it?
Yeah.
We're
9 minutes though.
speedrunners break everything. So
That's fair. That's fair.
So what was the game you were talking about?
No, I was just talking about the Smash announcement. Like, I'm
Okay.
excited it's happening, but I don't own a Switch, so like that's for y'all.
So you're talking about the Tekken announcement
Yes,
for
the Tekken
Smash.
announcement. I figured Sam would be happy about that too. Like,
I mean, I don't want to
he's been
switch.
posting memes.
I'm
and
hyped.
images.
You've been posting all the memes. How you feel?
I'm here for it because
I've seen you with the holding them
Tekken-
over the cliff.
Tekken's my thing. I think that's my banner now, ain't
What
it?
I really want to know though is he gonna play like a Tekken character, or did they just remap all his controls?
They're showing the steps, and there's no way they can do that if they're doing a 10-hit combo.
Yeah.
Like they were pretty with the other Street Fighter characters. They were pretty close.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't surprise me. Like if they do, I mean they can't really keep it 1-to-1, but I'm sure it's going to be similar with like the way they move.
Well, yeah, they really couldn't keep it 1-to-1 because it's a stage game, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I think they could have came close.
Right. That demon step is going to ruin everybody's game for a while.
Did you guys see what his final smash is?
Yeah.
What is it?
The one from it's the final move from Tekken from the story in Tekken 7 where he goes devil and throws out like 7 lasers at people.
Oh, okay.
It's dope. It's the cinematic version though, so it's probably a one-time catch.
Okay.
That's what I was excited about as far as gaming goes. I don't know too much else that's been going on with gaming because I was actually working while E3 was going on. Unfortunately,
I feel that I also worked during E3, so I saw all the things on the back end. So because of that, we'll go through this list pretty quickly. Just kind of mention some of the things that came out.
there's something on this list that I'll stop on for just a second.
I have a feeling because you slightly said it earlier, and I was like, oh, that's why I put it on
I'm
there.
gonna talk some shit. I'm gonna talk some shit.
So Sega is releasing the HD remaster of the first 3 Super Monkey Ball games, and it's going to be on all consoles, it seems like, and on Steam. So that's coming out October 5th. That's going to be dope. I might actually buy some of those for
Check
the
Konami
compilation.
code for me, see if it still works.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Mario Party announced a Superstars game for Switch. All the mini games will support Wii, so that's going to be another cool game to come out for like party games. Nintendo announced a WarioWare, so that'll be dope. Wario finally got some love
Finally.
after years of people making Wario memes and jokes and
Waluigi?
or Waluigi.
Yeah.
True. Oh, true. So yeah. So never mind. Still valid. Still valid.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Waluigi.
Waluigi gets no love.
It's
No.
not supposed to exist.
He doesn't.
So, but Wario got some love. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot got a game on Switch, which I did not expect, nor don't understand why. but
Money.
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 So we'll see DBZ on Switch for some reason. Danganronpa got what I think it is a collection, and they're remastering it on a virtual map. That's what they're
Okay.
saying. And it comes with, what does it come with? Collector's edition comes with a 10-year anniversary poster from the character designer and a remix soundtrack, print set, and a collector box, like a metal collector box. So for anyone who wants the collection, that's going to be coming out for Switch.
Quick thing. I wasn't sure if the Ultimate Summer Camp was an actual game before, where all of them are in one of the I guess it's
It's a new game that's coming out.
Yeah, that involves
Yeah.
all the characters from the whole series. Well, I don't know if it's 3, but I know it definitely the first 2 from what I saw.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah. So that's coming out in the future. That's not part of the collector thing. We got Breath of the Wild sequel coming out. They didn't give a lot of detail, but you know it's coming now.
Right.
I wonder if it's gonna be more of the same, or if they're gonna like switch it up, like a new map or whatever.
I want to say it's going to be because of the replayability of like that game. I want to say they're going to do a whole new
Okay.
game.
I didn't play Breath of the Wild, so
I never finished it, but I played a lot of it
gotcha.
and I loved it.
My
So
sister just took the lead right there, so I was like,
I feel that.
no. And it was just gone. I was like, yeah.
My sister went to college and I gave her my Switch.
Whole week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You were a nicer person than me.
Yeah.
If I could have got my hands on a Switch, I'd be like, hell no, you can go find a Switch.
I was on my journey to getting all the Pokemon
You can
too.
go find the Switch.
So
I'm
you
not
can
my
break a
mom.
Switch off.
I am not my mom.
Pokemon Go, Niantic, not Pokemon Go, but the company that does Pokemon Go, announced that they're doing a Transformers heavy metal real world AR mobile game.
As long as they don't give them an anime for it, I'm cool.
You're right.
Damn. So you'll be able to join the Guardian Network, a group of humans who work with the Autobots to battle Decepticons. As Guardians, players uncover hidden regions across the real world to find resources and fight Decepticons in turn-based battles, either solo or with friends. So, in the words, it sounds cool. So we'll see what actually happens when they decide to release it. And
long as the second COVID wave don't come in the middle of them putting it out.
maybe the world will know peace part 2 by killing Decepticons. Square, we talked about this last week, I believe, the Final Fantasy Origin game, or last pod. So that's coming out. The demo is now on PS5 and will be on there until June 24th. Final Fantasy Pixel remaster game series revealed for mobile and PC.
I'm not concerned about that. That one's cool. It's the fact they're giving Team Ninja another game.
Oh,
They
really?
should never give Team Ninja another game ever again after what they did to the city.
What did Team Ninja do?
The city?
Oh,
What they did to
City. Yeah,
they should
okay.
never give Team Ninja another game again. Like Team Ninja should be sitting in a corner waiting patiently for somebody to be like, okay, you can try again now.
All right. You know what? Okay. I didn't think about that when we were talking about it last time.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I like the new Dissidia, but like I also played the first 2 on the PSP like the day they came out, and it's not the same. I'm like, I will go back and play the really horrible graphics of 012 before I turn on the PlayStation 4 and play like the shiny pretty one.
Yeah.
That's how bad it is.
All right. All right.
Halo. Are you looking at me?
Yeah, I did. I felt it. I was like, I see you really leaning in. Halo Infinite.
I gotta read it.
You gotta read it. You can if you want to.
Are you not excited?
I mean, I am, but I'm not
You
gonna
trying
lie.
to make me play Halo numerous times.
Look, yeah, I bought 2 Halo 4s.
Yeah.
2 Halo 4s.
Because we had 2 360s and we were
Yeah,
playing.
both had.
I was in the living room and she was in the bedroom, and like we were playing co-op. Did we beat it or I don't?
No,
we just,
because I don't last long.
If it was Halo 4, like there's
That-
no shame in it. That's a horrible game.
That game is frustrating. Like, it can be frustrating.
I just
I
remember
played
there was
the
like
same.
the part where you had to like climb up, and like we were like climbing up at the same time, and I don't remember anything else.
I didn't even finish Halo 4, and what we played like half the campaign
Yeah, I think
Something
you
like
did play
that.
something with me.
It was
I know.
like, we
I played the
like
whole
half
game.
the
But
campaign, and the only thing I can remember is like the spacewalk and nothing else.
dogs. So many
Nothing
stupid
else.
dogs.
Well, I love the Halo franchise as a whole,
Me too.
and Halo 2. I think I'm pretty sure I have more hours on WoW, but Halo 2 is up there under WoW.
Oh, that's fair.
like-
I have like no, because I legit have like I don't know a month's, maybe a year's worth of hours on Reach. So that's
And
fair.
like
Yeah.
Halo, because I was on Xbox Live before Halo 2, but like Halo 2 was like the watershed moment for Live.
Yeah.
'Cause folks started because it came with the
brought everybody in.
yeah, and it came with the little free trial, so people were like,
Yeah, I've been there. Yeah. All right, because
Well-
I did. I didn't do Halo 2 because I didn't have Halo 2, but I did Star Wars. So yeah, that was the days.
Battlefront.
Battlefront 2.
Man, that was I
What a
miss
days.
it. I miss it.
Actually,
I love finding like those games like Battlefront. Like Battlefront was a game that was popular, but it wasn't popular like,
I don't
online.
know why. I don't know why.
I don't know why.
Battlefront 2 was, but the first one I
Yeah.
had because I had the regular PlayStation thing, and it didn't like the PS2 version of Battlefront 1. It doesn't have online, but the Xbox version, I don't think the Xbox version does either. Actually, I'm not sure. I don't have it for Xbox.
I don't remember, but I'm pretty sure 2 was definitely online.
No, 2 is the
But I
PC
remember-
version is online, and it has more players than like the second game. Like not Battlefront 2 now, but
I remember that's how it used to. Yeah,
it had more players on the original Battlefront than on Battlefront 2 for whatever crazy reason.
I don't know, however it works. But I remember like Halo 2 was so big, but that's when like toxic folks started happening and became
Yeah.
a thing. So like
Yeah.
we used to find those games like Battlefront 2 and stuff that was on the side that we could play and have fun with that didn't have a whole bunch of people calling us from one nigga to the next.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Good old Xbox 360.
Yeah.
Good old.
It started with Halo 2. I remember one morning, it was 5:30 in the morning, and I was getting cussed out by some kids in Belgium talking about my father took down your towers. How does that make you feel, you dumb nigga? And I was like,
I
lost my fucking mind. But and then I realized I just let these little children from Belgium piss me off. Like they had so much power over me.
Yeah.
We used to love those folks because me and my friends would either play like co-op or we were 3 of us in one room playing one at a time. So they would try to like get on our nerves and they would just keep getting blunt like the worst case scenario, like the 3 of the worst people you can find, because me and my friends are sometimes the worst people you can find. Just bombarding them one after the another, after a number, like different voices coming from the same headset. And so they couldn't get a word in. And we would just like throw them, like they would just start screaming and crying. We were like stealing literal tears from these people. I kind of missed the toxicness. 'cause,
I'll hit him with the
Like-
Roku and the black
yeah, we're giving them the worst day of their lives. Like, we know your mother is upset and this is the only time you get a break. You know, I understand that this is the only time you can feel like you can say the N-word without getting your nose broken, but we're gonna give you a hard time. So and
Energy.
I love 360 because that was when you could that they introduced parties.
Yeah.
So everybody could play in different games and still talking to each other. And like that was it for me for multiplayer.
it was
I
so
didn't give a
wonderful.
shit. Like that's when I actually started playing single player games because now I can hang out with my friends and like
And
play the
Yeah.
story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So that was the last time. Then like I finally like went back to like, or if I did go back to multiplayer, I think it was with Overwatch on Xbox One, and like listening to other people that wasn't my friends, and I was like, man, like y'all niggas suck. Like, none of you were funny.
I had
Like-
that too.
But the reason I did it was because my friends weren't online. Because I'm like 26 and or however long Overwatch came out ago. I don't know.
Yeah.
And I'm in my late 20s, and I got like 4 friends left, and and they all got shit to do. So now I'm like listening to y'all talk, and none of you are entertaining.
Yeah, I left Xbox and got a PlayStation, and like I didn't even play multiplayer on PlayStation until like the longest. Like it was like 2 years ago I finally played a multiplayer game, and I get in there and I'm like, man, this ain't the same. Like,
Yeah.
you throwing insults out, but they don't hit like the 360.
Yeah, it's nobody tries.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They can't quote the dark magic at you anymore.
No.
Also, I'm not as good anymore. Like, you know, you could call me something and I can be like, okay, I'm going to kill you.
Right.
Like that
What's your
makes
IP address?
so much worse though for me because like I'll talk shit, and if I can't kill you, somebody on my team can. So you'll sit there and try to kill me and then die in the process.
You know what's bad is like when like I know I'm bad and then they talk shit and like I just got to take it because I know I'm bad.
Oh yeah, no.
Like, that's
What
not,
you got to do is
Never accept
keep
that you're
talking
bad.
shit no
Make
matter
it
what.
worse.
Yep,
Like,
keep talking shit no matter what.
this
like,
is-
Right.
That,
Stop.
that was when I realized like my only options is either stop playing or become the fan guy that just has his fan blowing in his mic the whole time.
Oh my God.
It's genius. I'm writing that one down.
Stop talking shit. Like they'll be like, "Yeah, that's why I'm killing you." Yeah, your mom's still a bitch.
Oh man.
All right.
Well, there's a couple more left on the list, but we'll just run through them.
Yeah.
They also came out with a Marvel's Guardian of the Galaxy game. Far Cry 6 was announced. Avatar.
So there's your Starfield on here too.
Yep. Avatar.
Watch the Avatar game never
Starfield.
actually come out like the sequel movies. But anyway.
But Disney said, anyway, Metroid Dread, which people are really excited about.
Is that one gonna be platform or is that like another 3D one?
It's platform. It's a regular version.
Metroidvania.
Yeah.
Yes,
Ah,
that's
okay.
why, yeah. This is like one of the ones that people are like the most excited about.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited for it.
Except
go.
you do have a Mr. X chasing you all over the place.
I still have PTSD, so I think I'll be all right. I can just go back to that.
You already got it. I mean, what's the worst they can throw at you?
Yeah, what's it gonna do? Hit me again?
But yeah, and that was majority of E3.
All right.
Are we just gonna say it? Nintendo won.
Nintendo
By a
definitely
long shot. It won't close.
saved the day
Yeah.
for sure.
I want some other stuff.
Yeah, Nintendo came with the smoke.
Okay, so this is me, my non-gamer ass, outside looking in. It's like everyone's saying Nintendo won, but like, wasn't it just Nintendo and Microsoft?
Yeah, because PlayStation stepped out of E3.
Might as well
2
be.
years ago?
And like, there's like, I mean, that's all that's left. Like,
Okay, that's fair.
okay, and like we knew Microsoft weren't about to win because they ain't been doing shit. And
Nah, real talk.
Now-
Microsoft is always.
Now that you
It's always
said
the
it,
winner.
like I never really thought about it, but I'm literally like,
It's like two niggas
having a console compete with other like producers of games, and that's it.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, you're right.
Damn.
Man,
So
that's
it's like a
just
small dub. It's
so
like a
And like-
E3.
he
and like I
like
saw
bullied
some-
the kid.
I saw somebody congratulating Microsoft on doing well, and like it's like, and all they did was list 6 games that was coming out for the rest of the year, July through December, and it was like, and all it just pissed me off because this goes back to me fussing about like the state of games now. Like everyone gets so hyped for so little. Like we used to get like 5-6 games a week for different consoles. Like you would get just random shit you ain't never heard of, and it ended up being like a classic.
Mm-hmm.
But now everyone's looking forward to this giant game that comes out that you're done within 4 hours, and then that's it. Like that's what we're happy about now.
Right.
That's why I just watch anime where they just keep releasing isekai after isekai after isekai.
I feel you on that. I feel you on that.
And now my dread starts creeping in.
I'm sorry.
No,
Anyway, off that.
That's my AKA next time. Tifron ruins it all.
So, in additional news, Morbius is still on track for January 2022 release. According to GameStop, Sony confirmed that Morbius is on track. And something that I didn't know, but maybe I just forgot, is that it's not part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It's just Sony.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I knew it wasn't going to be like, because Sony can't make that call.
Yeah,
Because Marvel's or Disney's not going to let them make a movie for their universe.
right.
They'll go joint on Spider-Man because that's the deal.
Yeah,
But like Sony's doing their own thing with all of the side Spider-Man characters and making their own stuff, which is fine because Marvel's big enough as it is. Like I don't need like we're still waiting on like Fantastic Four and like these big
Yeah.
names to come out. And then Sony's like, yeah, and you got Morbius. Like
So
no
who
one
is
gives a shit.
Morbius?
The vampire,
one of the vampire villains with Spider-Man.
except that they're making him into an anti-hero now because you can't. You're not just gonna have just a villain movie. Who would do that? You can't have the kids rooting for the bad guy. So
I thought they were going to transition him, but now that I know it's not a Marvel, like
it's his own thing.
it's like how they did Venom. Like But then again,
Venom.
in the comics, they made Venom a hero because so many people were rooting for the bad guy. But now they're just going to keep doing that. Hey, Fridge Coon.
I don't know how they're gonna really handle that, like, because they've already showed that they're trying to connect things within it, like with what's the dude's name?
I mean, how they're going to handle it is the
Or how they keep it
multiverse.
separate.
Now that we're establishing the multiverse exists, now we can
right.
slide by any sort of continuity and all
Can't have
that.
nothing.
Yeah.
So is this like a
Nothing sacred.
sub-multiverse, or is it just like
No, it's the
Loki's
Sony.
outside?
It's the Sony's.
It's the Sonyverse.
which is
I'm just talking about within
Venom.
Marvel.
What about
I'm
Marvel?
talking about within Marvel because I thought Marvel was the one that established that there's a multiverse.
Well, yes, but that also
Marvel's multiverse.
Yeah, it's Marvel's multiverse. But now that's out there, that the multiverse exists, now we can explain any other bullshit that happens.
Yeah, but what I wanted to know is like, so does Loki show just take place outside of that, or is there like a sub multiverse where like this set of universes that he does fits into?
You
Marvel.
overshoot.
The rabbit hole goes deeper.
I'm just curious.
you
like, how
overshoot.
do you do that, but then maintain that? Oh yeah,
You
it's within
overshooting it.
this.
It's just
Within Disney properties, basically.
anything
I'm just
that-
saying. So it's just it's outside it. So like,
But anything that any argument anybody can make about like what about this, all they have to do is say, oh well, that's universe.
Yeah.
Instead of 616, well,
Yeah.
that's universe 617.
they could already
Yeah.
do that.
That's the joke I was making earlier.
Yeah.
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 I don't know.
So
Yeah.
Just, I
So,
feel like they
like,
jumped through so many
even
hoops.
if Sony
for people.
manages to squeeze in Tom Holland into the Venom verse,
Right.
they can still excuse it by saying, oh, it was just another universe, and this doesn't have anything to do with like
What we're doing.
Yeah.
At that point, just put in a different Spider-Man.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, you're not wrong. But they not.
Andrew Garfield.
They won't. They should. But
But they that's probably on purpose because allegedly isn't the Venom universe, isn't that Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man or?
I thought there was.
I don't
Venom and
remember.
Tobey
I
Maguire's
didn't
already.
hear what they said about that. Yeah, there is one.
I forgot which.
Oh,
you're
it
right.
is.
I mean, you're right.
Yeah,
it's Andrew Garfield.
It's Andrew Garfield.
That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah, that's what they were like kind of hinting at
Oh.
because they were trying to see if they were going to do it, but they don't want to bring Andrew Garfield back because he cussed them out. You remember the Sony leaked emails and like
I didn't know.
one of the things that leaked was Garfield like going in on Sony. Anyway,
Blame him. I wouldn't blame him.
Yeah, because they did him dirty.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, we are super over time, so I'm gonna stop rambling.
My bad.
Metal Gear Solid movie director aims to create a new type of action on screen based on in the quietness of stealth. So it's Voight Roberts, and he's working on the Gundam movie as well. So I think they're both still in development. And what he said is, I want to create a type of action on screen that is also based on the quietness of the stealth, knowing that every step you take as you go further into the belly of the beast is further away from safety.
They can I watch enough artsy fartsy movies. You can pull that off, but
So a quiet
I don't
place.
know if everybody's gonna like it.
Yeah.
I feel like
Quiet
it
Places is probably a
literally-
really good example, but like there's some ones that because where my mind went to was like Splinter Cell. I don't think Splinter Cell can work.
Which also has a show coming out on Netflix.
Like you have
that
to
one's
change
more
it.
Forgivable.
You have to change it somewhat to translate it to the screen because like it's that thing where like as a video game, the fact that you're playing it, that's what's holding your interest.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's just really slow.
They could just take the best like speedrun stealth montage and use that as their baseline.
That's what they're going to have to do because
Like,
it can't be too boring.
It sounds like they're trying to do something that doesn't need to be done when there's already plenty of like ways that you can do it just sitting in your face.
So that's what he's thinking too.
Like I really hope he's not one of those people that's like, yeah, I'm gonna put my dick in it. I hate those types of directors. I hate them.
Which one did he do? He's one of the Godzilla movies. Was he I think he was Skull Island.
Yes, Skull Island.
Yeah.
He's
capable.
Skull Island.
Okay.
I hear he's an asshole as a person, but as a director, I think he's capable.
Okay.
Yeah, he's Skull Island. So speaking of that, he also wants the live action Gundam movie to be for newcomers. He says that my goal is for all the people who might say, I don't know where to start with Gundam. I want to create this film and give them an access
I
point
mean, you got to.
where you can say, this is where you start. This is your entry point.
Like, you're not just gonna start at Char's counterattack.
You're right.
Like you start with side 7.
No, let's say there's like 2 different places you can start in Gundam, so just pick one and run with it.
yeah. So
So
I'm okay with that too. Like he's just like, hey,
Yeah.
if you don't know anything about Gundam, like here's your intro.
This your catch up.
Yeah.
And you understand that it's a brand new franchise they're starting, so of
Yeah.
course they'll whatever.
So that works. Aquaman 2 got its name. I'm not sure if I said it before. I think I did. Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. So that's the name of the Aquaman 2 movie.
I don't know enough Aquaman lore to know what that means, but cool.
I just get Indiana Jones vibe, so it better not be that.
Well, I feel like the Lost Kingdom was one of the places they went to in the movie. Because
I think so.
Is that what
Yeah.
Kraken was?
maybe.
Oh, okay.
So I'm pretty sure it is. So I don't remember off the top of my head. But so anyway, DC's Blue Beetle movie reportedly head straight to streaming, which upsets
just
me
be
a little
doing
bit.
shit.
Yeah.
Why
DC
didn't
just be
they-
doing shit.
Why didn't they do what they did with Shazam for
So we can't get a Man of Steel 2, but we getting the Blue Beetle?
That too. They said mid-budget DC movies on the way for streaming.
All
And
right.
this and the Batgirl project are going to go straight to streaming.
I feel
I'm
like
fine with that.
I feel like Blue Beetle should have been handed off to whoever did Shazam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the same energy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get that.
So J.J. Abrams and Showtime are teaming up to make a docu-series about UFOs. All 4 episodes of the series, titled UFO, will become available at midnight August 8th on the network's linear channel at 9 p.m.
I'm with it.
Unsettling
Whatever.
theories of a subject that recently reached national headlines and has historically been the focus of powerful politicians and CEOs, while average citizens pursuing the very same truth have been ridiculed and ostracized.
That's an alien, bro. Believe it.
Basically.
As long as he doesn't, no, I'm not even gonna.
Don't go there. I saw, I felt it. Don't do it.
All right.
Are you going to go there?
I don't know. I felt like we might have been going to the
You know what? Go ahead. You say
I
it.
was
Where is
gonna
there?
say, it's hard to make mystery boxes out of a mystery box. So
Okay.
He
Okay.
loves mystery box shit. Loves it. Which
Don't go. I know where you're going. Don't.
I can rant on this for
We're not
days.
gonna-
So
We'll save this for another day.
all right.
Loki is officially Disney Plus's
They lying.
most watched season premiere.
They lying. You know why?
Why?
Because the shit came out on Wednesday. Nobody remembered the shit came out. I didn't even watch episode 2 yet because I forgot about it already. I'm not saying it's bad, but they lying. They
But
lying.
they're claiming Wednesday. They're moving all their releases to Wednesday because this is the
You
most.
know what it probably is?
What?
They're probably counting it as like opening weekend, like movies.
Oh, because the extra
like,
2 days.
Yeah, so movies like
That
they
doesn't
love
count.
that slick shit. So studios will
Okay.
release a movie on a Thursday or a Friday, but they'll be like whenever they do the box office results and it's like, okay, this movie made X amount this weekend, and most of the time it's Friday to
Monday or
Saturday,
something, yeah.
or they don't even count Sunday for real because it comes out like Sunday at noon.
Yeah.
So it's like Friday and Saturday. But then if the movie came out on a Wednesday night,
So it's
They
from
got a little
Wednesday to
extra-
Saturday. I think so too.
Y'all
That makes
slick.
more sense.
slick, because ain't nobody talked about Loki until like it was out a few days.
And then it makes sense that they're moving it to Wednesday because the competitors are dropping on Friday too.
Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So they're trying to make their own day.
Yep.
Wednesday's Disney Day.
They lying, but I see what they're doing.
Okay, I smell a cap. All right, you put the pieces together. All right, I see it. I see it.
Okay.
So the last thing we have on this list for today, very, very discussed topic of the past week or so.
I'm here for it.
On TikTok.
DC has a lot of thoughts on Batman's sex life.
The memes
What
were
does that
funny.
mean? So,
You got to explain the whole thing.
We know
So-
Batman's not a hero to someone.
oh goodness. So apparently Batman doesn't perform oral sex on Catwoman or any other partner in his history. This news comes from the HBO Max's deletion of a scene where Batman was going to perform oral sex on Catwoman in that series.
Which series?
The
Oh,
Harley Quinn
Harley Quinn series,
Harley
okay.
Quinn series.
Which is like, because that's a wacky show, right? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's already like
It's
rated
wacky, but
R.
all
It
of it,
cusses and there's already sexual content and
But
stuff.
then
in it
that's where they
anyway.
drew the line.
It
They-
breaks all
yep.
the DC
Okay.
stuff, but yeah.
Yep. So it was said that DC was like, you can't do that. You absolutely cannot do that. They're like, heroes don't do that. Are you saying heroes are just selfish lovers? They were like, no, it's because we sell consumer toys for heroes. It's hard to sell a toy if Batman is also going down on someone.
You know what's funny is this wouldn't have been a thing if they just said no and left it at that. But they kept talking.
Right.
And I think it's the line where they said heroes don't do that. And that's and then the internet made it happen.
Boom.
Because
Should have just left it alone.
yeah,
Like,
even if you
are
didn't
not-
let it happen in the show, just say
Nah, we
cut
good on
out,
that. Yeah.
and leave it at that. But he kept talking.
those aren't even intersecting markets though. Like Harley Quinn is clearly not for anybody who would be playing with a goddamn Batman toy.
But like exactly,
Harley
like,
Quinn rated our show specifically.
They're not watching
Right.
that show, and if they are, then they can handle it. But whatever.
Like y'all could have just like if your concern was I gotta sell toys, let it go. Well, you still sell a
All
toy.
he had
Yeah.
to do was say, whoever that exec was, all they had to do was be like, nah, just cut that. And
Right.
just end it. Send it.
They just too busy
If it's that
listening
bad,
to.
just change your toy market.
Okay. Sex toy market up next.
Exactly. Would you like the Dark Knight or would you like the Man of Steel?
Are you saying they fumbled the bag?
They definitely fumbled the bag.
Come get your Quinzel vibrator.
They fumbled the box.
Ooh.
Just kidding. Batman wouldn't do that.
I really just think the executive listens to too much DJ Khaled. For anyone who didn't get that, he also says he doesn't go down. And he married.
I don't get it. Like
I just had an idea for a meme.
It's not something they ever had to touch. They could have just let that ride, and it would never have been a problem.
Yeah, it's
Most people would have
Created
never
your
even
own
seen it.
problem.
exactly like they're just like, oh, okay.
Anyone who wasn't an adult wouldn't have seen it unless they got
I bet you,
kids on
yeah,
their Facebook.
yeah. And if he went down, I bet you it wouldn't. No one would have cared. I'm like, oh, okay, this is on par for what the show was.
Isn't that what the space in his mask for? I mean,
That's what they've been saying on TikTok.
I'm sorry, I'm done. My bad. My apologies.
The memes are funny. I appreciate this exec being a wad just for the fact that we got a week's worth of content out of it.
And I love me some Batman. So.
To be fair, they're probably gonna sell more toys now. Yeah.
They might contract with Adam and Eve for real. For real. Them batarangs gonna sell themselves. You know what I'm
Not them
saying?
kind of
Not the
toys.
battery.
not them kind of toys. He's confused. I meant toys for children.
Oh yeah,
What?
yeah.
Phrasing,
yeah.
please.
Horrible phrasing.
Someone.
Utility
You know what?
belts.
You got it. You got it.
Utility
Go ahead,
belts.
take it away.
AdamandEve.com.
I don't want to know why you know.
He's still digging the grave
Yeah.
for someone else this time.
Well, on that note,
Get your limited edition Batman utility belt at AdamandEve.com.
You know what it is? He's got a marketing code. That's what it is. If you go there and buy it, he's gonna get paid. Don't do it.
Yeah, if you type in Gym Leader Brock on AdamandEve.com, you'll unlock the Batman specific Adam and Eve collection.
hey, don't buy nothing from them because they're just gonna keep sending you sex shit.
Forever.
Let me tell you,
If
how
they're
I
gonna let
know.
me get paid off of that, I'm
I know
fine.
we're 2 hour, like way past 2 hours in at this point. But in high school, a friend of mine was like, "Hey, my birthday's coming up. What you gonna get me?" And I'm like, "I don't know." She's like, "Get me a vibrator." So I did, and they continued to send sex flyers, and my mom was very concerned. Anyway, thank you for listening to this episode. Go ahead and give your social media if you want. Special guests.
Don't even worry about mine for a while. It's definitely not up there.
I'm from the village hidden in the mist. We don't do that there.
Ooh,
Okay. All right.
undercovers.
I like that. I like that. What about you?
Not that you all ever talk about horror on this podcast, but if your listeners are into horror,
You
they can
definitely
check out.
mentioned Higurashi this episode.
That's true. That was a coincidence.
Uzumaki.
Also, a coincidence. But anyway, you can check out Keeping It Creepy at with Cherry and Cat on Spotify. We may or may not be on iHeartRadio. We are on Apple Podcasts
everywhere.
though. Everywhere podcasts are
You're
found.
on iHeart.
Are we?
Yeah.
We made it? Good.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks.
So check that podcast out
Yeah.
too.
We talk about horror from a POC woman's perspective.
Nice.
All right. Thanks for
I gotta
listening.
like hear that now.
And yeah.
AdamandEve.com.
You don't